Recording, and we are now recording. Cool. Gonna actually try to work on getting that VOD channel up sometime this week so that I can start uploading all these streams that people might not get to watch live and want to watch them later, and Twitch eventually takes them down. So that even the people of the future can laugh at my mistakes. Okay, so we literally were at the start of the... Yeah, we were literally at the start of the Clash Royale. So, tragedy strikes during Himiko's magic show. And Ryoma is killed. Shuichi must now complete the new trial to fulfill... Okay, fulfill, that was going to be a different word. To fulfill Kaede's wish. Alright, so... I can afford, like, one new skill. I want Trigger Happy, because there's a huge delay on firing bullets in this one, or at least by default, so I would like it to be back to where it was. I mostly remember this case, but it's probably a good idea to review individual evidence, so... The victim is the ultimate tennis pro, Ryoma Hoshi. The victim's body was discovered in the gym. The cause of death was drowning. Afterward, the victim's body was consumed by piranhas until only the bones remained. They did make a big point that the time of death is not on this one, which means that's probably going to be important. Locked handcuffs that were in the water tank with the Underwater Escape Act. Since it was made out of stainless steel, it was difficult to leave marks, but the small scratches were still visible. It seemed to have been taken out of the shower room in the Ultimate Tennis Pro's lab. I don't know why the handcuffs are a big deal, because again, I thought Ryoma just had handcuffs on as part of his default art, but whatever. The piranhas that ate Ryoma. Before the magic show, Angie said it looked like there were more piranhas compared to when she prepared for the show the night before. Okay, I forgot about that. So someone added piranhas in, but that just means that someone intended to kill, probably intended to kill Himiko or somebody, right? Because Ryoma didn't die of the piranhas, he died of drowning. Square glass pane. A glass pane that was at the bottom of the piranha tank where Ryoma's body had appeared. The other bits of glass were shattered. This pane remained perfectly square. I'm guessing this was probably used to, so if somebody was looking down into the tank, it would keep them from seeing what was going on inside, because Gunta climbed up on top and he didn't see anything. Piranha tank, the water tank that had the piranhas inside. It was kept in the Ultimate Magician's lab and was carried over by Kaito, Kibo, Himiko, and Angie. During the magic show, it was hung over the water escape tank using the control panel for the stage lights. Only the front side was made out of glass. The other sides were made out of wood. It looked like there was no lid from the start. The window frame at the top of the window in the gym. It had distinct abrasions as if it was scratched by something. There was the same distinct abrasions of the window frame of the Ultimate Tennis Pro's lab window. The window faced the pool in the gym. I'm guessing the scratches are like they tried to move something through the window and they scuffed it up. Gunta's account. During the magic show and when the timer hit 20 seconds, Gunta went on top of the stage. No one was in the tank during that time. Gunta didn't notice Ryoma inside the tank until after the piranhas were released. Insect meet and greet. The night before, Shuichi and some of the others were forced to stay in the Ultimate Etymologist lab by Gunta, who was tricked by Kokichi. Himiko and Angie were brought in 5 minutes to 9 p.m. Kokichi left the lab at 9 p.m. Shuichi and the others were forced to participate in the insect meet and greet until after 11 p.m. So Shuichi, Gunta, Kokichi, Kibo, Koryo, Sumigi, Tenko, Angie, and Himiko all have alibis. That's what this is for. Behind the stairs that led to the stage, there was not a puddle. The stairs themselves were not wet in certain places. It didn't seem that the stairs could have gotten wet when the water tank broke. Immediately after Kokichi left the ultimate etymologist lab at 9 p.m. last night, he was caught by Kurumi in the entrance hall. He stayed with her until 10 p.m. After he went to the dorms and returned to ultimate etymologist lab. So Kurumi might also have a alibi, hopefully. I hope she has an alibi. I don't want her to be the killer. A hatch near top that opens the water escape tank. Sink in the Ultimate Tennis Pro lab, large enough to fill a good amount of water into it. It was also scratched up. Tennis net cable found on the ground in the Ultimate Tennis Pro's lab. That would have been used to get out the window, we're guessing. Piece of fabric floating in the pool. First glance, it looked like trash. Entering the pool is prohibited during nighttime. Okay. The last person who saw Ryoma was Gonta. It was around 8 p.m. last night. You also saw Ryoma 30 minutes before that. Maki was standing guard in front of her lab last night. She stayed in her dorm room until only during nighttime. There's something going on with Maki. I'm guessing she's going to become a red herring because like this is the second case, and like as similar in the first and the second case, something weird's going to happen. I suspect Maki is a child murderer. That's my theory. That's my crazy. That's my that's one of my bear theories. You know what? And I will add that actually. Let's add that to our line here. See if we can add this in. Bear theories. Maki is a Jack the Ripper. Ripper. Jack Ripper kind of person. Jack the Ripper kind of person. We're going to move that up a little bit so better see. Okay. They just offhandedly mention Jack the Ripper in this case, and Maki's like a child, a child-like caregiver or whatever, but she really doesn't like kids, and she really didn't want people to go into her lab for some reason. I think that what they're pointing us towards is that she's going to be a genocide Jack type, which also means that she didn't do the kill. Because they're putting so much focus on her that I don't think that they are, that anytime they do that, anytime they like put so much focus on someone that they want you to think is suspicious, it's a red herring. So that's what I think. All right. I think we're good to go. Let's do this. In terms of who I do think the killer, my guess is either Kaito or Angie.
Now then, let's begin with the basic explanation of the class trial.
I'm saying Kaito because he I just realized Monokid has a little X'd out portrait too. That's really funny. Kaito because Kaito's been following us around a lot, and I think he's one of the only people that doesn't have an alibi. And I think it would be tragic if Shuichi lost yet another friend, like close friend at this point. Angie because I feel like her being the assistant and her like being in charge of doing all this stuff would put her in a better position to frame Himiko or Tenko or someone and then kill somebody.
During the trial, you'll present your arguments for who the culprit is and vote for who done it. Vote correctly, and only the blackened will be punished.
How's the audio?
If you pick the wrong person,
Like how's the audio levels?
I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will graduate from this academy. Also, refusing to vote will result in your death, so you better vote for someone.
They keep saying that, and I wonder if that's going to come into play in some way.
Awesome, crazy awesome to the max trial underway!
I think we all know who the most suspicious one is. It's...
Let's combine our power and work together, everyone!
The person who's most suspicious is...
Now lend me your energy, everyone, so we can catch the culprit!
He's going to accuse her.
Because the murder happened during the magic show, the culprit
Or he's going to accuse Himiko. I don't think Himiko did it, though.
Yeah! I'm in top form today!
Tenko, why are you interrupting me? We can't have a good trial if you talk over me.
Huh? I'm not interrupting you. Whatever you have to say is probably worthless anyway, because all males want to talk about is S.E. Himiko seems suspicious.
Oh my god. And Andy just right off the bat. I think it's her. I think it's either her or Kaido.
Hey! Angie, how can you accuse Himiko? Aren't you her friend? I'm just telling you what Atua is telling me. He is using his divine knowledge to show us the way to survive. You should thank him, lest he pour his holy wrath upon you all. Screw Atua! That guy's got nothing on me.
Tenko says, fuck your god.
But it does point to Himiko being the most suspicious.
Ryoma died during Himiko's magic show.
His body appearing in the water tank leads one to think the escape trick played a part. It's only natural we suspect Himiko. She was the one performing the
I mean, I don't think it's Himiko, but they do got you there. Like, it did happen during your show.
Escape wasn't a trick.
He died in your tank.
It was magic.
Magic.
It's not the part you need to deny. You gotta tell us you're not the culprit.
I can't reveal my tricks or else the Magician Society will
So cool. What a mysterious miracle.
ban me.
Now, did you kill Ryoma, Himiko? Atua will hear your confession.
We demand to be taken seriously.
Stop it! There's no way any of that is true.
It's true, though. Himiko used the underwater escape trick to kill Ryoma. But I still don't have a clue how Himiko did the trick.
There's no trick. That really was magic.
I know, maybe it really was magic.
I think the setting of a magic show is a great site for like a murder mystery.
Who is the culprit?
Stop picking on Himiko!
Like it's not an original concept. It's been done in several things, but it's really cool. It's just ripe for
Might be a bit
a
much.
mystery. Ooh. As suspected, the others suspect Himiko, but I have my doubts. I'm the ultimate detective. It's up to me. All right, Shuichi, let's do it. Lock your file, scratch handcuffs, square glass pane, water tank trick.
An epiphany. The culprit used the underwater escape trick to pull off a sneaky switcheroo with Ryoma.
After that, the time ran out. The tank above Ryoma opened and piranhas came pouring out.
And he was eaten alive.
Oh no, he didn't.
Eaten to bone by piranhas.
He didn't die. He wasn't killed by the piranhas. Okay, so that's gonna be the first one.
Wrong.
No, that's wrong.
The underwater escape was no trick. It's magic.
You,
The first time, Titless. No one cares.
Miu. She's terrible, but I love her.
Atua has blessed me with an epiphany.
He died from drowning, not from the
After that,
piranha.
the tank opened, piranhas pouring out.
Piranhas.
And he was
That's wrong.
That's wrong. Well, Shuichi just says that's wrong. He doesn't go, no, that's wrong. Sally. Oh, thank God.
Ryoma's death was not
I couldn't have done this without you. No, for real. Welcome. I'm glad you're here.
indicates the cause of death is drowning.
It's my friends.
So it wasn't the piranhas then. He was drowned.
Ooh, I see. I haven't checked the Monokuma file yet, so that's
Ooh, dun. What kind of coffee was it?
You lying little brat! Telling lies is what turns you into a degenerate male. So what? Ryoma drowned, Himiko changed places with him, and then the piranhas ate him, right?
No, Himiko only had 60 seconds to escape from the tank.
Iced turtle
Even if they
latte.
changed places
Ooh.
at the start of the show, that's
What makes it
accidental
turtly?
time to drown someone.
If that is the case, then when did he drown?
When did he drown? It was obviously
That's it.
Yeah, it would have been before the show, obviously. Obviously.
Ryoma was already
Just iced
found
coffee or
before the show
cream and
started.
caramel. Chocolate and caramel. I think that's right. That's kind of what... I don't know why they're called, like, turtle. Like, that's kind of like a thing. That's an ice cream thing. It's like a turtle or whatever. Or, like,
He made no attempt
turtles...
to
Well, not
deceive
moose tracks, but, like, a turtle ice cream or something like that.
Be precise.
I'm not sure why it's called that, though.
Whatsoever.
Like, why that specific... What the origin of that is.
By that point, he had already joined the ranks of
There's the actual turtle candies. Like, they put, like, actual, like, little turtles in it. Like, little candy turtles in
Could
it.
that mean his body was hidden until the culprit made it appear in the tank?
But, like, there's, like, actual, like...
Hidden?
Is that really just the only reason why? Because they put little turtles in it?
The culprit would have had to hide the body near the tank.
I
and then
must know
show
the
it during
truth.
the act.
Easier said than done.
Well, makes about as much
Was there a
sense as it
place
needs
on
to.
stage where the culprit could have hid the body? Oh wait, Himiko should know since she performed the underwater escape trick.
Himiko, why won't you just explain it to us?
'Cause it's magic.
No, maybe it really was magic.
Shut up.
Maki's like, no. Shut that shit down.
Himiko
Missed
is
the cursed
convinced of
Kokicha
her
commentary yet?
actions.
I
Those
don't
who
think
deal in
so.
dreams are oft liars.
Why is everyone
I don't think
still
he hasn't said
thinking about
anything more
You're all
cursed
worse
than
a drunk
usual.
dad's ramblings.
We should let him vent. After all, it's tough being the man of the house.
And we gotta figure out how the trick works to find where the body was hidden.
But Himiko does not wish to tell us how she performed her act.
Then let's work together to reveal the secret behind Himiko's trick.
So, not real magic?
Let's completely peel back your entire career.
Real magic. Magic.
Oh no! It's Himiko's curse! Her curses are really powerful!
Aren't incantations usually more, complicated than that?
Which kissed me, and now I'm gay. That's what happened with Tenko. To figure out how she determined how she did the trick. Well, like I said, I think the glass pane is gonna play into this.
How did Himiko escape the water tank?
Maybe she just climbed out and no one noticed.
Nah, she definitely would have been caught.
Perhaps a mechanism was set up on the stage.
The curtain covering the tank was certainly suspicious.
What about that square pane of glass we found in the tank?
Yeah, what about
Maybe
that?
The tank had a secret hatch.
No.
Oh no!
I mean, I do think it was a secret hatch, but I need to think
How
about
did Himiko escape the water tank?
what does the water tank trick? Water tank trick, a hatch near the top that opens the water escape tank. Let's get all the way through first, cause I didn't listen to all of them
Maybe she
either.
just climbed out and no one noticed.
Nah, she definitely would have been caught.
Perhaps a mechanism was set up on the stage.
The curtain covering the tank was certainly suspicious.
What about that square pane of glass we found in the tank?
Maybe the tank had a secret hatch.
It must be real magic!
Yeah! Real escape magic!
Bullshit. Enough about magic.
There were 2 Himikos. And one of them was Sumugi in disguise.
Well, it couldn't.
Hey, what costumes are disguised?
Well, it couldn't have been Sumugi, but the idea of 2 Himikos is kind of an interesting idea.
How did
Yeah, so I think it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be water tank trick on Maki's account.
Nah, she definitely would have been caught.
Perhaps a mechanism.
The curtain covering the tank
was certainly suspicious.
What about that
Square pane of glass we found in the tank.
Maybe the tank had a secret hatch.
Yeah, there we go.
I agree.
Consent. Boom. Boom. Consent.
Maki is correct.
Boom.
There was an
Divorced.
escape hatch on that tank.
I see. So it did have one.
That's right. I discovered a similar tank in Himiko's lab. There was a panel on the side that could open. That was her escape.
Mind over strength! No! Your logic is
Oh, I knew
all
this. I
wrong.
knew this was coming eventually. I mean, like not literally. I don't know anything about this case, but like I knew like we were gonna have to like
You know why you're
duel with
wrong?
Tenko at some point.
Typical degenerate male.
If you accuse someone's love interest of murder, you're gonna duel them. It's just the rules. Rebuttal showdown.
The side of the tank being open doesn't have anything to do with Himiko's escape. She didn't use an escape hatch. I know she didn't do that. And now, I'm gonna punch you!
Now I'm gonna punch you.
Wait a second.
That's how all court cases end. You just punch the other counsel.
Because if she escaped from a hatch in the tank, the water would have gushed out with her. There would have been water everywhere. That would be magical.
I missed it.
The whole trick would be ruined.
I had to hit it on the
Get
wet
that out of the way.
staircase.
I'm gonna punch you.
I'm guessing it's either gonna be the step on it or it's gonna be the pain.
If she escaped from a hatch in the tank, the water would have gushed out with her. There would have been water everywhere.
I'll cut through your words.
Yeah, there we go.
There was a reason the room wasn't flooded with water. The staircase that was attached to the water tank. Try to remember how the staircase was positioned.
Did you guys have like people who were like magicians at your school, like in high school or something like that? Did you know anybody that like wanted to be a magician, so like they were doing magic tricks and stuff all the time? We had one guy that was like that. Like, we had one guy who he was the magician kid, and he would like do magic tricks and stuff.
Escape from underwater.
The problem was that his magic tricks weren't very good.
During the performance, allowing Himiko to enter the staircase from the hatch undetected. Any water that spilled out would have simply funneled into the staircase.
So how do you get out from the staircase?
Like there was a talent show one year, and he entered, and he did a trick kind of like this where he
Placed so that the water
was in a big box on stage, and he like tied himself up with like multiple like locks and ropes and things like that,
Inside the staircase.
and then he like got out of it, but he also held like a giant curtain
some tricks should be left.
in front of it, and so everyone was just kind of like, dude, we didn't see you do anything. Like there was no spectacle at all to your trick, so he didn't win. nobody cared. Nobody liked it.
Her wet clothes dripped water all over.
Ha ha, bitch! Caught you soaking wet and red-handed.
Not really. You just proved that her magic trick.
Judging from Himiko's reaction, you hit it right on the bullseye.
But Himiko's clothes should have been wet when she left the water tank.
Her clothes were definitely not wet.
Of course. That's because my underwater escape wasn't a trick. It was magic.
Buy a can of Canada Dry. Look inside. Wet. No.
Damn it!
Okay, I think she probably just changed clothes. Like that makes the most sense, right?
That's it!
Yeah. Okay, I should guess that first.
It's because she changed her uniform.
The dormitory is stocked with uniforms. Did you hide one behind the stage in advance?
seeing Himiko go to the gym this morning, carrying a uniform and a towel.
I am just gonna completely rat her out, even though I was her assistant.
Say that!
I see. She had a towel too. She may not have had time to fully dry her hair. But her short hair and hat ensured we were none the wiser.
Ah,
Himiko can't get wet, because her body repels water.
she
Huh?
had a magic hat. She stuck herself into a pocket like a rabbit.
Stop already.
Fine. You win. It's just like you said. The water tank and staircase both have mechanisms.
So I was correct.
But that doesn't mean I use them.
I was too busy.
I need them. Because I used my magic.
I was too busy murdering Ryoma. Fuck. Ah, shit.
Were you dropped on your head as a kid?
Now that we understand how the trick was performed, let us move on.
Yes, let us proceed. Where did the culprit hide Ryoma's body? From our discussion earlier, his body could have been in the space inside the staircase.
But that's where Himiko would escape from, right?
So Himiko went in the stairs with the body? What kind of kinky shit is she into?
That seems unlikely. There isn't enough space for 2 people to fit in there.
Yeah, the stairs are pretty cramped. It'd be hard to fit even Ryoma and Himiko in there.
I am curious to wonder, like,
Who says they went in together? She could have made this switch as she was leaving.
how they got Ryoma's body into the tank. Maybe he was in the piranha
At the same time,
and they just
she
dumped
could
it
have
down
pulled
and
out
then the
body
piranhas
from
ate it. But
inside
why
the
wouldn't they have
stairs.
eaten it before, I guess, is the question. If he did that, which, so, that doesn't make sense.
That way she'd have room to put herself in there. See how easy that is?
Angie sure is making a lot of
She could switch
accusations.
places with Ryoma's body.
Sure are making a lot of accusations, Angie.
Why did you
Hmm?
automatically assume it was Himiko?
Who else but Himiko could have done it?
You heard Himiko, it's magic. I'm a level 90 black mage, okay?
Angie, you spent more time
I
with Himiko than
transposed
any of us.
onto
Why are you
Ryoma's body,
accusing her?
fuck.
You may think you're protecting Himiko, but what if she really is the culprit? We'll all die, and it will be all your fault. Atua will lose precious devotees. Are you okay with that, Tenko?
On the other
Totally fine with that.
on the other hand, making Angie so antagonistic could also be a red herring.
I don't care what anyone says. Himiko would never murder someone. That's what I believe more than anything. I want to believe in her, no matter what. So until this body takes its final breath, I'm gonna keep believing in Himiko.
Gunta's account, insect meet and greets.
The only one who could have switched out Ryoma's body is Himiko herself.
When Himiko was escaping the tank, she dragged out the body hidden in the stairs and simply switched places with it.
That one lingered a long
Tell me you
time.
saw that happen?
Like that one lingered a long time on that.
It would have occurred in the middle of the show, when the tank was covered with a curtain.
So basically, no one saw anything.
I didn't do it, I swear. Ryoma's corpse wasn't in the staircase.
I mean,
Quit lying, you donkey-lipped con artist.
we can. I
She's
think.
not lying. She's not a con artist, and she doesn't have donkey lips.
Hello, Scotty Ghost. Welcome, welcome. I'm guessing they want me to.
Only one who could have switched out Ryoma's
Well,
body.
Gonta was saying that no one saw anything or isn't true. But
When
Gonta
Himiko
saw
was
technically
escaping the
nothing.
tank,
But I think I already know how
she
the trick
dragged out
works.
The body hidden in the stairs
I just have to This one, it lingers so long.
Simply switched places with it.
Are you telling me you saw that happen? No one could have seen that. It would have occurred in the middle of the show, when the tank was covered with a curtain.
So basically, no one saw anything.
Yeah.
That's wrong!
But like, it's funny because they're making me say this, but I'm like, yeah, well, of course the Gonta didn't see anything because it was, as part of the trick, it was covered up.
Gonta. Gonta had climbed onto the stage and was looking into the tank from above. Isn't that right, Gonta?
Yeah, Gonta saw down into tank, but saw no one in there.
No one was in there?
Gonta stared into the abyss, and the abyss stared back.
Yeah, no one. Guess
Gonta, you want to talk about that? No. My soul has been claimed.
Great clue, because if Ryoma's body was hidden inside the staircase, Himiko would have had to pull him out before she went inside. There certainly wasn't enough room in the staircase for both of them.
I could be completely off base with this glass pane theory as well. It could be something completely different.
Ryoma's body must not have been hidden in the staircase.
What if they squeezed into that space with Ryoma's body to avoid getting caught?
She had no need to worry about us witnessing her at that point. For the entire stage...
Jordan, have you played these games?
Well, the Gonta, anyway.
Then the culprit never would have considered hiding inside the staircase with the body. Entering the staircase after moving the body is much faster, and seems more rational too.
Then Ryoma's body wasn't hidden in the stairs?
So based on this crowd of people, which one do you think looks the most suspicious? Who do you think did it? Because Ad and Sally both have played this, so they know. I have never played it, so I don't know.
Where were you hiding Ryoma's body? It wasn't really in the stairs, was it?
After all, there was only enough space for Himiko.
Well, how about behind the curtain?
If there was a way to enter the tank from there, then it would be plausible.
Or maybe the body was in the tank all along, but we just couldn't see it.
Impossible. You'd need top-notch visual effects to pull that off.
No.
Oh no!
Gotta stop agreeing with Maki.
Where were you hiding Ryoma's body? It wasn't really in the stairs, was it?
After all, there was only enough space for Himiko.
Well, how about behind the curtain?
Again, it wouldn't make sense for him to be in the piranha tank, but he could.
Then it would be plausible.
Or maybe the body was in the tank all along, but we just couldn't see it.
Impossible. You'd need top-notch visual effects to pull that off.
And what of the tank containing the piranhas?
No way! If you put a body in there, the piranhas would have eaten it way before we saw it.
Yeah, up
But
with
if
Kaido.
body and piranhas were separated, then it wouldn't have been devoured, correct?
Maybe. Why was he not eaten by the piranhas even though he was in the same tank? There was only one piece of evidence at the crime scene that might explain it.
Where were you hiding Ryoma's
It's the square glass pane, I think, but I just don't know exactly what
After
to
all, there was only
tag it
enough
on.
space for Himiko.
Well, how about behind the curtain?
Because square glass pane does not go
Enter
with...
the tank from there. Then it would be plausible.
Or maybe the body was in the tank. See it.
Impossible. You'd need top...
And Maki, I already tried that.
Containing the piranhas.
No way! If you put a body in there, the piranhas would have eaten it before we saw it.
Maybe...
The body and piranhas were...
Yeah, okay.
I agree!
Consent. So yeah, so the glass pane was used to keep the piranhas from the body?
This
Okay.
hypothesis is correct. The body and the piranhas were separated. This was accomplished using the square glass pane found in the tank.
Just as I thought. Using that glass.
Sorry, I wasn't laughing. My tongue got stuck in the zipper on my mask.
In the tank. It is in such a space that the body could be stored, separated from the piranhas.
Then that means Ryoma's body was hidden in the piranha tank the whole time!
So Ryoma's body fell into the water tank with the piranhas?
Gonta knew it!
What is it, Gonta?
Okay, so
Gonta was above stage when piranhas fall.
yeah, I guess my theory was wrong then, or rather, it was slightly off base, because I was saying that like
Piranhas fell. Gonta sees some big thing fall into water tank with them.
I was saying that the glass pane was blocking his sight. Also, welcome, Gunta Supremacy. He's a good boy. So okay, yeah. So like my theory was that like the glass pane was like keeping him from looking down into it, but I guess it was just. I guess I wasn't quite right. Not quite right.
No. Now that Gonta think about it, Gonta maybe see Ryoma's body.
When the piranhas dropped from the tank, I thought I saw something bigger drop as well. The water tank on the bottom is made completely out of glass, correct? You can see what is happening through the glass. Can you really hide a body in the tank?
What if there was more piranhas?
Even in murky water, a dead body would still be visible in a glass tank.
Unless a certain something was used to obscure the body.
That certain something being piranha.
Something?
We all agreed that the glass pane was used to separate the body from the piranhas, correct? Well, that method has the added benefit of hiding the body from view.
Yeah? How could you hide a body like that?
Yeah. I wonder if the actual line on the paper was yeah. Yeah. How is the culprit able to hide? What exactly was obscuring the body from view? Not the window frame. Because the glass pane, it's glass. They'd see right through it.
This is it!
Yeah, there was just a whole freaking lot of piranhas.
The piranhas were obscuring the body.
Huh? The piranhas?
That's right. Remember what Angie said during the investigation?
No, just right as the show started. I feel like there are more piranhas than yesterday when we were preparing. Who could have done it? Angie, I'm still suspicious of you.
No piranhas fuck like rabbits.
Thanks, Mew.
It seemed that way, but it wasn't that the actual
Duly
number of
noted.
piranhas increased. The glass pane divided the
It
tank
seemed
nearly
like the
in half.
piranhas fucked like rabbits, but that's not what happened.
Piranhas got crowded together.
They just called a bunch of their friends who sort of came over and, boosted ticket sales.
The more densely the piranhas are packed, the harder it is to see past them.
Because of that, it was difficult to see the body hidden in the tank.
Kurumi's got like a little spider web on her
Lid from the piranha.
dress, right on the boob.
Easy to detach that lid.
It's a cool design, but I wonder if there's any significance to it.
Use it as a divider.
Gee, thanks for telling us that useless detail.
What the heck are you saying? That detail was super useful! Sure, the lid looks a little big, but if you set it diagonally, it would fit perfectly. Nice job, Himiko! Your explanation was awesome!
This much evidence, it seems like the body was definitely in the piranha tank.
Can
Himiko? Now there should be no reason for anyone to suspect you.
Really?
Yeah, because if you didn't switch places with the body, then you couldn't have killed him.
It only means we now.
Himiko always just sounds like she just got out of bed.
Cleared of suspicion just
She's
yet.
the ultimate magician. And just I could cast spells in my sleep. In fact, I do, because I'm zooted out every day.
Himiko, Atua is happy for you.
Apologize, Angie. You and your Atua better tell Himiko you're sorry right now.
Atua is sleeping. He went to bed angry because you all doubted him.
What a petty-ass god.
No, it's okay.
I mean, that kind of describes a lot of gods in mythology.
We should be mad at this class trial, at this killing game.
Oh, Himiko! Bless your sweet, kind heart.
That's what Atua said anyway.
What?
Sorry, she's already been converted.
Glad that the handsome god went to bed angry, though.
Himiko's still brainwashed! But I'm not giving up just yet. This is gonna be a breeze. Great, now what are we gonna do? We're back to square one.
And why are we back to square one?
Because any of us could still be the culprit. Jeez! You flunked out of Tard School or something?
Whoa, Mew.
Nuh-uh. Not everyone. We can narrow it down to whoever doesn't have an alibi.
Gotta watch that.
Eh? What alibi?
I guess I should have known a dumb whore pig like you wouldn't
Oh
understand.
my god. Nobody holds back in this game.
If there's this much evidence, then there's no mistake the body was hidden in the piranha tank. But for someone to plant the body in there with such limited time is pretty tricky.
Kokichi brings up a valid point. There's only one time the culprit could have set up this scene. Yesterday, during nighttime. No. Ah, fuck off. Ray, we can't be running around during night, so it would have been before nighttime.
That's it. It was done yesterday, before nighttime.
Ding, ding, ding! The ultimate detective gets
We can, you can run around during the nighttime, I think the rules say, but you can't like going into the
No, it
gym.
was before nighttime yesterday.
Stop asking me dumbass questions. It could have been solved with the process of elimination. Jeez. Fine. I'll explain it to the itty-bitty pea-brained bitchlet.
God damn. I imagine Kokichi's voice actor had a fun time because being a little shit is a lot of fun when it's in fiction. But damn.
Enter the gym at night. It'll go off.
You talking about my butthole?
No, she means the alarm.
That's why somebody went through the window.
After nighttime passed, morning came. But hiding the body before the show was...
Impossible! Himiko and I were waiting in front of the gym before the morning announcement.
Which leaves only one possibility. It was done before nighttime yesterday. Anyone who doesn't get this is just as stupid as the whore bitchlet over there.
So the culprit placed Ryoma's corpse in the piranha tank before nighttime yesterday? Which means he was also killed during that time frame.
So I mean, like,
Now we know what time the crime happened.
they could have gone in, they could have killed him in his lab,
Can we narrow
and
down
then
the time
gone
of
through
death
the
a bit more?
window in his lab to the pool, to the gym. That's the way they could have done it. Oh wait, that's not what I wanted to do. Fuck, I wanted to scroll. I didn't want to use that. Some of these controls are a little... Question is, what clue helps determine when he was killed? Someone said they saw him, right?
This is it!
Yeah, that's right.
If we can find out who last saw Ryoma alive, we can narrow down the time of death. Kirumi, you were asking everyone when they had last seen him, right?
Yes, Gonta was the last person who saw Ryoma.
What? Really?
That's right. It was you, buddy.
I saw Ryoma.
Congratulations, you're suspicious.
When Gonta was inviting everyone to insect meet and greet, so... Gonta think that was maybe 8 p.m.?
Who voices Gonta?
If he was last
He
seen
sounds
at 8
familiar.
PM and was killed before nighttime officially began.
Then we can assume the crime took place between 8 o'clock and 10 o'clock at night.
So all we must do is find someone with no alibi for that time period, yes? Simple enough. After all, most of us were detained by Gonta then.
If I recall correctly, the only people that weren't there besides Ryoma.
That would be the four of us.
Kaji Tang.
Myself,
Oh, okay.
Kaito, you, and also Maki.
Well, Kirumi, you would tell the truth, even if it screwed you over.
I do this for everyone. It is my duty to unveil the truth.
I don't think it's Kurumi. I don't want it to be her, but I don't think it's her. But I don't want it to be her. I don't think it's her.
The spirit of self-sacrifice is just too beautiful.
I will also say this. The crime took place between 8 and 10 o'clock at night, and I was at the gym during that time. But I was only there for about 5 minutes.
Why would you even say that, though? You're tying a noose around your neck, you know.
I don't care if it was 5 seconds. It's
Nope.
way
The
too
more,
suspicious that you were
the more
alone
you
in the
guys
gym.
push on somebody, the less likely it is to be them. So Kurumi,
Here is the culprit.
please,
You killed
please,
Ryoma,
please,
didn't
please,
you?
just say more. Talk. Be more suspicious because it means it's not you.
Tell. We should hear what everyone has to say, right?
Fuck that noise.
But Mew, you don't have an alibi for when the crime occurred either, do you?
You think I'm suspicious? I don't even know where the gym is.
She was flashing Gonta.
Doesn't telling such obvious lies make you more suspicious, Mew?
The other two without alibis are Kaito and Maki. Let us hear your testimonies.
I mean, Maki was at her lab,
The whole time. I didn't
but nobody was confirming that. So, like, how are we supposed to know you were actually doing that? Yep. See, Kurikyo has your number. Unless you show us what's in your lab, Maki.
Only murderers grow out creepy facial hair like mustaches and goatees.
Hey, now we have
What?
demonstrably.
No, it's not creepy. Gives me a glamorous celebrity vibe.
We have 2 games that prove that's not true.
Okay, among those 4, the culprit must be the one who doesn't have an alibi.
I apologize, but given the circumstances, we have no choice but to suspect you.
Suspect who? Who's the culprit?
Wait up. Why are you guys suspicious of me? I've been helping the whole time.
We're about to have everybody talking at once.
Oh, wait. I remember now. I do have an alibi.
You will see whether or not I am suspicious as the trial progresses.
I'm
No
not
way
the
I'm the
culprit.
culprit.
Oh no, the mass panic debate is going to start. That's what you're thinking, right? Well, you're exactly correct, buddy, but let me give you a tutorial first. The mass panic debate this time around will have a loud voice dialogue. It's when one of your opponents shouts their opinion in a loud voice. That blocks out everyone's arguments. Even if you see a weak spot, you can't refute it. What do you do then? That's your thinking, right? It's just like White Nose. Shut him up with your just shoot him. So Kaito starts screaming. He's like, I'm not the murderer. And then like Shuichi just pulls out a gun. It's like, bah, 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 bah. Shut up. All right. Pool rules, Maki alone, rinsing Ryoma.
Running away from Gonta!
What is your alibi?
Hiding in the classroom.
When I was running from
I even
Himiko
tried
and
hiding in the
others
girls'
were
bathroom.
Things got a little heated if
Until
they
they
left with Gonta.
What's Maki's alibi?
Then right before nighttime, I got tired and fell asleep.
Did you really leave the gym at 9 p.m.? Are you sure you did not stay at the gym?
No, in my own room. Jeez.
No. Kurumi was at the gym the entire time, was she not? I don't believe the evidence is sufficient proof. Hold on, I need to review one of these.
I was running away from Gonta.
Kokichi's account. After he left the Ultimate Etymologist Lab at 9 p.m. last night, he was caught by Kurumi in the entrance hall. He stayed with her until 10. After he went to the dorms, returned to the Ultimate Etymologist Lab at 11.
What is your alibi?
Hiding in the classroom.
The last person who saw Ryoma was Gonta. It was around 8 p.m. last night. Miu also saw Ryoma 30 minutes before that. Alright.
I was running from
I even
Gonta
tried
and
hiding in the
others
girls'
were with
bathroom.
Things got a little heated if catch
Until
my
they
drift.
left with Gonta.
What?
That was
Maki's
5 minutes
alibi.
before 9
Nighttime, I got tired and fell asleep.
Did you really leave the gym at 9 p.m.?
I was in
Are
my
you
research
sure
lab
you
the
did
whole
not
time.
stay at the gym?
No, in my own room. Jeez.
He's right, everyone's statements, just like Kaede did. I need to calm down, focus in one at a time.
Running away from
What are you talking about?
What is your alibi?
hiding in the classroom.
When I was running from
I even tried
Himiko and
hiding
the
in the
others
girls'
were with
bathroom.
Himiko and the others are with me.
until they left with Gonta.
What's Maki's
That was
alibi?
5
Then
minutes
right before
before 9
nighttime, I
p.m.
got tired and fell asleep.
Did you really leave the gym at 9 p.m.? Are you sure you did not stay at the gym?
No, in my own room. Jeez.
Are you sure you didn't stay at the gym? Alright, it would be Kokichi's account, right? That's it. Because she didn't stay at the gym because he ran into her and stayed with her until 10. So that's it. That's what you could do it on.
I was running from
I even
Himiko
tried
and
hiding
the
in the
others
girls'
were with me.
bathroom.
Things got a little heated if catch
Until
my
they
drift.
left with Gonta.
What's Maki's
That was
alibi?
5
Then
minutes
right
before
before
9
nighttime, I
p.m.
got tired and fell asleep.
Did you really leave the gym at 9 p.m.? Are you sure you did not stay at the gym?
No, in my own room.
Yeah, there we go.
I heard it.
Counter V counter. Virtual counter. V for Vendetta counter. Bounter.
Kokichi's story proves it. Kokichi met Kirumi at 9 p.m., and they were together until nighttime.
Gonta went to the gym to catch Himiko and Angie 5 minutes before 9 o'clock. After I left Gonta's lab, I ran into Kirumi. I'm pretty sure Kirumi stayed at the gym 5 minutes till 9 o'clock.
This information could have been told to us beforehand.
Sorry, forgot. I definitely didn't keep it a secret to make the trial more interesting.
Forgot? It seems far more plausible that you were telling another lie.
Unlike robots, we meatbags can't pull out our memories from our hard drive.
Was that supposed to offend me? Your irrationality fills me with pity.
If I am the culprit, that would mean I killed Ryoma within 5 minutes. Transported him to the gym, and hid him in the piranha tank. This seems
Besides, I don't use a hard drive. I use CDs. CDs? CDs nuts!
Remove him. All you would have to do is hide him in the piranha tank. Gonta was in the midst of heading to the gym to capture Angie. Are you claiming I took advantage of that and called Ryoma for a rendezvous at the gym?
difficult. We should probably look at other possibilities.
Maybe someone snuck into the gym while Kirumi and I were busy talking.
The only ones capable of that are the other three with no alibis.
Mew, Kaito, and Maki! Ah, you're including me too?
I don't know how I feel about Korkyu.
But there's actually one person we can
Like,
rule out of
he's
this
really
list.
weird, but like, I don't.
There's one
I feel like I
person
just
who's
haven't really
totally
like
not
gotten to
suspicious.
know him
Say
very
who it is
well,
already.
so I don't really know what to make of him. He's kind of weird, but he's got a little bit of a creep. But like, I don't know what his deal is. He must talk about the figure we saw. They would certainly have an alibi. No.
Oh no!
Who did he see? I don't remember this conversation. The person who could be the suspect.
That's it!
Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna home in on Kaito.
Talking about Mew, right?
What? You?
Yeah, you can take her off the list. She actually has an alibi.
She was flashing Gonta. We've talked about this.
Wait a sec. Since when does she have an alibi?
If you compare everyone's statements, there's no other possibility.
I just realized Kaito's jacket, the inside of it looks like a galaxy. Like it has like space and planets on it. I never noticed that before. That's cool.
A girl walking around half naked.
Who else could it be? But the horny exhibitionist Mew.
We can't just jump to conclusions like that. He just saw a shadow.
It could have been me. I could have been the half-naked woman.
That could have been anyone walking around in women's underwear.
Yeah, he made the joke before after I did.
A whole different issue.
No, it's Mew, without a doubt. Mew and Gonta's statements prove it.
I had to use my secret woman weapon. It's not really a secret, but you know.
It sounds like Gonta got an eye.
Me, more of those than anybody else in this cast. It's not a secret when it comes to you.
Underwear, Mew?
Well, because, you know, I'm
Pretty stacked, so
I figured I'd take my clothes off so Gonta would be too flustered to touch me.
that's my story, and I'm sticking to it, you cockroaches. Anyway, I think the blood rushed to both of Gonta's heads because he got super embarrassed.
Mew was in her underwear, and Gonta got a weird feeling. So Gonta ran away.
Well, when you got
Okay.
the body of a goddess, it's only natural to want to flaunt it.
Can't grab a half-naked woman,
I show
bring her
my
see
panties
bugs.
to the boys all the time. And I mean all the time.
I don't believe you.
So you're
I think you're
welcome, Gonta.
lying.
Think of me during your next tug session.
Oh my god.
Most of that was unintelligible nonsense, but it would seem that Mew has an actual alibi.
I don't know what sex is, but
Yeah, took
it
a
sounds
while,
like me is
but at least
okay.
we got everyone's alibis cleared up. We should remember all of this in case we need to recall these events again.
That leaves Kaito and Maki as the only ones with no alibis.
Then one of them must be the culprit. But which one, I wonder?
Again, it's not gonna
Eeny, miny, moe.
it's not gonna be Maki because they put too much emphasis on that she's hiding
Hold
something.
up. Don't decide just yet.
I don't want it to be Kaito. It could be, but I don't think it's gonna be him. I think it's I still think it's Angie. Like she's my suspect. Something inside me doesn't want to accuse Kaito. I want to believe Kaito until he's proven guilty. I'll trust
Maybe
him.
we should determine the sequence of events. The culprit
No, we should do something more fun. And I have the perfect idea. We narrowed it down to 2 people. And one of them
Now we have them fight to the death.
right?
We
Since
vote for
don't
the
have to
winner.
randomly accuse each other, finding the truth just got much easier. So let's find the truth with a more effective method.
And what is this effective method?
If one of them is the culprit, then the innocent one should know who the guilty one is. Yeah? Because if you know you're not the culprit, then you can just accuse the other person.
Yes, that is true.
Which means there is one person among us who definitely knows
Among
who
us.
the culprit is. To that someone who knows, do your best to convince us. Work harder.
Work harder?
Have the 2 argue for their innocence. That's how we'll decide our culprit.
Even if we did that, wouldn't they just pass the blame back and forth?
And
I want a fucking show, damn it.
you guys talk about cooperation and teamwork, but you're all afraid. You're too scared to point your fingers at others, so you hide behind the word trust. How do you expect to find the culprit when you're all worried about each other's feelings? If you're planning to expose a liar, then you have to corner them psychologically. Only then will they reveal their true self as a liar, hiding beneath a layer of deceit! If we want to find the liar, I suggest that the 2 suspects argue against each other.
Hello. It is going along.
All we need is for them to fight for their lives.
Kokichi wants us to
Argument that's totally not boring but super fun.
Kokichi wants us to have a Thunderdome between Kaito and Maki.
We'll catch the culprit in their lies when we find a contradiction. We'll scare the culprit until they screw up. That's how a true class trial works. Right, Monokuma?
A development like that would liven things up a bit.
Yeah, you would support that. Just because it's the boy. If it was a different boy, you might not agree.
I'm on your side. I don't want to die either, you know.
I don't think Kokichi's evil. I don't think he's the mastermind behind everything.
Look out the liar.
I'm curious to see if he makes it to the end.
You expect us to start this?
Because he strikes me as someone's gonna die.
Need some help getting started. I can give out the first topic.
He's kind of the Nagito of this one.
Our first topic
Uh-oh.
is this.
He just really wants to watch everybody's motive. He just really wants to he's just every single excuse he's been wanting to do with this.
To our latest victim, Ryoma. When we started investigating, I went straight to his room to borrow it.
Oh, you fucker.
So it wasn't the culprit who took the money from his room. It was
Okay, we can have that discussion
And the reason why I
someday.
brought it out just for this occasion is
I'm not saying they're exactly the same. They're very different. They've got
dun
similarities.
dun dun.
Because Kokichi is just like a total shit. Like Nagito at least thought he was doing good.
And for us to figure that
Have fun.
out, we need to know who this motive video belongs to. Take a guess, everyone. Whose motive video did Ryoma have?
Well, it's not Kaido because we had Kaido's, so that means it had to be Maki's. Yeah, I do know the answer. But you're gonna reveal that you have Kaido's if you do that.
That's it.
All right, we'll see how this plays out.
It was Maki's motive video, right?
Now it's gonna
Oh, how
this
did
is
you
gonna
recognize
this is gonna create a domino effect, Shuichi.
I know.
Yeah, you know it's gonna be like, what? You have Kaido, and Kaido's gonna be like, well, I have so and so, and I have so and so, and it's just gonna completely screw everything up.
Wins again. The obvious answer was Maki, right?
Is that true, Shuichi?
Yes, you're right.
And what about that? Just because Ryoma had my motive video, that doesn't make me the culprit.
Finally, you said something! This is how a debate should be. I only brought up the motive video to make you talk.
Excuse me?
Okay, now that we got the party rolling, let's get you and Kaito ready to argue. Remember, if you're not the culprit, then that means the other one is. Got that?
Fight, fight,
Let's
fight.
start this
Kiss,
extreme
kiss,
death
kiss.
debate. Tear up the other's lies, rip each other apart.
Wait just a minute.
Everyone's like, so can we go then? Do we have to be here
We
for?
don't need to debate who's a culprit.
Here we go.
I'm not the culprit. That's for sure.
Which means...
Kaito, wait. Maybe Kokichi is wrong. Maybe he...
But Maki isn't a culprit either.
What?
Wait, what?
Huh? Really? You're saying neither of you are the culprit? Then what would be the point of this whole debate?
Who cares about that? All I know is that neither me or Maki are the culprit. It's just a hunch I've got.
I just feel I got nothing to back it on. My source is I made it the fuck up.
Hunch?
Kokichi has nothing to say to that.
You do know all our lives
Oh,
are
I
on the
love
line
that.
here, right?
I love anyone that can shut a smarmy little
You're
bastard
betting
up
our
like that.
lives on just a hunch?
You don't get it. This isn't just any
That's
hunch.
wonderful. You love to see it.
This isn't a
You're
vision.
I'm too stupid to play your game.
Luminary of the stars.
What?
How illogical. This is even more difficult to comprehend than Kokichi's antics.
You're totally not serious. You can't be that stupid.
I
right?
can be that stupid.
No! He might actually be that stupid!
I'm too dumb to fool.
Damn idiot!
A two-a-damned idiot!
Hey, don't call me an idiot. Anyway, me and Maki aren't the culprit. There's no doubt about it. I believe in Maki.
What?
Me and Maki's like, what?
You believe in her? But based on what?
Well, I think she's cute.
Huh? I don't gotta base it on anything. No matter where the clues point. In the end, the only thing that matters is what I believe, right? Whether I believe or not. Whether I want to believe or not. That's the only thing that matters.
So, you do not have any evidence?
Only baseless conjecture.
Yeah.
But I totally get where he's coming from, because I want to believe in Himiko too!
Wanting to believe in someone is a beautiful act, yes. However, it is a sentiment that has no place in a class trial.
He's an idiot after all.
It's okay to be idiot, as long as you believe in people.
Yeah, that's what I like to think
Guys,
too.
I said don't call me an idiot. It really hurts my feelings.
It's true. That's not what class trial is about. You're supposed to think logically. You can't let your feelings into it. It's absurdity, total absurdity. But then again, that absurdity saved me before, right? If I can trust my logic, maybe I can trust Kaito's feelings too. Yeah, it'll work out in the end. So,
I'll believe in Maki as well.
What?
That's our Kaito, right? Making us think with our hearts.
You too? How could the ultimate detective believe in something
it will be
without
quite
proof?
sad if it turns out Kaito's the killer, though,
There's no
because this
proof
would
linking
put all of
Maki or
this into the
Kaito to this
toilet.
crime either.
But I want to choose to believe. I want to choose to believe
Innocent until proven guilty.
in the hope here.
They are innocent.
Right on, Shuichi. I knew I picked a good sidekick.
And by the way,
I might be the ultimate detective, but I'm in training. I told you that, didn't I? I'm just an apprentice, not a real detective.
How do you plan to get closer to the truth without suspecting either?
Kokichi's just gonna like, all right, fine, we're gonna get right back to business.
To the contrary, these two will remain
So
suspect.
I just have to turn it around, right?
Huh?
It's not like I owe that idiot a favor or anything just because he defended me.
It's not like I like him or anything, but
That heartless
baka.
idiot may have encouraged me a bit.
Seriously, enough's enough! Stop calling me an idiot!
What are you trying to say, Maki? I didn't want to say anything, but I can't stay silent forever. So I'll tell you.
Oh, tell us what?
I eat
I
children.
met up with Ryoma during nighttime yesterday.
I mean, probably would have been good to tell someone this.
So Ryoma was still alive at nighttime?
I thought the crime took place between 8 and 10 o'clock at night.
But that's wrong, because I met up with Ryoma during nighttime.
If that's true, then we have no basis for suspecting only Kaito and Maki.
That's right. Everyone suspected them, because they know have alibis for those times.
That means me and Maki aren't suspects anymore.
Quit fucking around! You think I'm dumb enough to swallow that line of crap?
Yes, this seems too convenient.
But why did Maki wait until now to mention that?
It's totally obvious. Maki's so desperate that she has to lie.
Was that a lie? I could also lie and be like, "Hey, I saw Ryoma too." Intermission. I will be right back. I am going to refill my water and use the bathroom. We will be back in just a minute. Okay, we're back. Water is refilled. And we're good to go.
Now then,
Seems the voting is finished. Now let's see the results. Who will be chosen as the Blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one?
What are you saying?
Wait a sec, what happened? What the result? Voting hasn't happened yet.
uh-oh. Now then,
Let's just skip the trial and go to chapter 3. Wouldn't it be funny if they just did that and it's like, oh man, someone's not here. Someone died because they were voted as the Blackened. There's 5 mono kids, and there's typically like 5 chapters in these games, so I'm guessing we're gonna have one killed each time.
Back to square one.
square one? If square one, they wouldn't have got eaten by the competition.
After that terrible movie, they had no other choice.
That's a reference to Final Fantasy Spirits Within.
It means he doesn't want to get involved in another pointless argument, like this one.
On the threshold of an amazing adventure.
We shouldn't listen to anything Maki says. She's just gonna throw out more lies.
But if we don't ask her for more details, how will we know for sure?
I told you already, we don't need to. I hate liars. Liar, liar, pants on fire.
I have a lot of self-loathing.
More one to talk.
Maki, just ignore that lying little degenerate. We'll listen to what you have to say. It must have been a little after midnight last night. He visited me at my research lab. He wanted me to show him the motive video that I received.
Motive video?
If Ryoma came to ask about that, does that mean you had his motive video?
Interesting.
As I recall, Ryoma had Maki's motive video.
I'll just note that like Ryoma's X is big and blocky for some reason, whereas Kaede's is like a paintbrush.
I actually didn't check the one I got, so I wouldn't know.
Maki admitted earlier that she hadn't checked her Cubs pack.
Then why did Ryoma think that Maki had his motive video?
If he went around asking at random, he might have asked some people besides Maki.
He never asked me. He probably never asked you guys either, right?
Then, who was it that told Ryoma about his?
I mean, if he had Maki's, he might just make the assumption that everybody had like it was like done in pairs, right? Who told Ryoma that Maki had his video? Must have been someone who knew he had fed.
It's you! That would be Kokichi. So, you saw the motive videos. Did you tell Ryoma that Maki had his?
When males get this quiet, they're either caught in a lie or thinking dirty thoughts.
Joke's on you. I'm doing
What
both.
happened then, Maki? After Ryoma
Just-
asked you for his motive video.
I'm caught in a lie, and I'm thinking about someone naked. Who is it? You decide.
My room unlocked.
No, Maki, that's super careless. Aren't you scared someone might kill you in your sleep?
And then what happened?
I don't know what happened after that. I'm not even sure if he saw his motive video. When he asked me, he said that he would show me my motive video in return. But I wasn't interested, so I declined. And that's pretty much it.
So you don't even know if Ryoma saw his motive video? What a bunch of crap.
If Maki met with Ryoma at nighttime, that proves he was still alive then. Which means, even though we don't have alibis from 8 to 10, Maki and me aren't suspects.
I mean, you're completely going off of.
Story is
Yeah,
true.
that's the thing. You're completely going off of Maki's
True.
story here with nobody else to back it
Then
up.
why did you wait until now to bring that up?
Like, I don't think Maki
I
did
didn't
it,
say anything
but
until now because I wasn't in the mood to be
like
suspected.
they have a good point.
Suspected? What for?
Hirumi said it earlier. It seems that Ryoma and I had each other's motive videos. And it's pretty fishy, right? So I didn't want to mention it to avoid suspicion.
You didn't say anything because you weren't in the mood?
It is quite selfish to keep this information hidden because you were not in the mood.
Well, whatever. Either way, let's just believe Maki.
Yes, yes! Those who believe shall be saved!
No, we need to wait. There is still more to confirm.
Well then, why don't we ask Kokichi?
Huh? What now?
You never answered my question. Were you the one who told Ryoma that Maki had his motive video?
Is that really important?
Yes, it is important. Because if Kokichi told Ryoma, it becomes more likely that Ryoma visited Maki during nighttime.
I see. Kokichi's response may help corroborate Maki's testimony.
Now you understand why I don't want your charade. I want the truth.
Well, Kokichi, did you tell Ryoma? You said it earlier. I don't want to die, right? If you really don't want to die, then you better tell us the truth.
Here comes the dramatic turnabout. Now I'm the one pressured by Maki.
His nervous portrait has like one little drop of sweat on it. Just one little
Just
one.
as I thought.
But that's not a bad thing, right? He wanted to know, so I told him.
Have you seen everyone's motive video?
No, not yet. I was gonna wait until we hosted like a movie screening party. I just checked who had whose so I could give them back to everyone after.
Yeah, but how did you know who had whose unless you like watched them?
See,
Did I miss that? Like, did they have names on them or something?
Kokichi told Ryoma that.
'Cause, like,
then he must have gone to see Maki.
Shuichi didn't realize he had Kaido's until he watched
That
it.
means Maki's telling the truth. Ryoma was alive during nighttime.
Unless he's just saying that he like,
cannot be too
he's
sure
just
about
saying
it.
that like he took everybody's who had
Even
them,
if
not
Ryoma
necessarily
and
was their
Maki didn't,
video, just
it
who
does
the
not
holder
mean it
was.
during nighttime yesterday.
I guess that's probably it, because like no one's bringing it up.
I am saying it could still be a possibility. If there is still a small chance of you being the culprit, then I cannot trust you entirely. Because everyone's lives are at stake.
Then which is it? A lie or not lie?
Kirumi comes across as a heroic person,
She's
which
not
means that
lying.
she's
You can
probably
tell
not going to
just
make
by
it to the end
looking
of the
at her.
game.
If it was that easy, we'd be done by now. No. This is a world of lies and betrayal.
Himiko! It breaks my heart.
I say that, but like Akane, or not Akane, Hina and
Convenient.
Sonya in the first two games were kind of like that, and they both made it to the end.
Difficult to determine.
So what do I know?
Maki is lying. Like I said before, a liar like me knows their own kind.
I'm not lying. I did meet up with Ryoma during nighttime. I'm telling the truth.
Excuse me.
I met with Ryoma the previous night.
What a load of crap!
Maki only see Ryoma at night?
Yes, I didn't meet with anyone else.
Did anyone see those two together?
Surely they would have come forward already.
If no one can prove that this meeting took place, then there is no reason to believe your testimony, I'm afraid.
As expected, Maki is lying to us. If you can't prove your claim,
Maki was standing guard in front of her lab last night. She stayed in her dorm room only during lecture time. I wonder if we could lie on this one.
then it's the same as an outright.
Gonta went up. No one was in the tank. Alright, so I don't think Gonta's account is going to be useful. The Monokuma file. That one's not going to be useful.
Lie.
The insect meet and greets. Shuichi, some of the others were forced to stay in the homage lab. Himiko and Angie brought in 5 minutes to 9 p.m. Kokichi left the lab. Shuichi and others were forced to participate in the insect meet and greet until after 11. But, like, if she met with Ryoma around midnight, then anybody could have seen them. It's a matter of how do I convince them that's what happened. I can't say the two of them met now. That's too obvious a lie. So I convinced them that Maki met up with someone.
I met with Ryoma the previous night.
What a load of crap!
Oop, that was wrong button.
Maki only see Ryoma at night?
Yes, I didn't meet with anyone else.
Did anyone see those two together?
No.
Damn it!
I met with Ryoma the previous night.
Did anyone see those two together?
Surely they would have come forward already.
If no one can prove...
No. Okay, that's not it either.
Oh no!
How do you turn a bullet into a lie?
I met with Ryoma the previous night.
How do I bring up the menu for that matter? Concentrate, silencer, controls. Hold it, and it'll become a lie. Okay.
What a load of crap!
Maki only see Ryoma at night?
Yes, I didn't meet with anyone else.
Did anyone see those two together?
No, that's not it either. I'm off base. Why did you wait until now to reveal you saw Ryoma? There's no reason to keep you the information unless you're lying.
Oh no!
The game, I think the game clearly wants me to lie, but I'm not sure what lie I'm trying to
What a load of crap!
pull here.
Maki only see Ryoma at night?
Yes, I didn't meet with anyone else.
Did anyone see those two together?
Surely they would have come forward already.
If no one can prove that this...
Okay.
Feel the truth.
Perjury. Okay, I guess that was the right one.
I might not be able to prove they met, but I can prove Maki wasn't alone.
Oh? Please explain.
Well, Kaito and I trained together every night. And yesterday, because of the insect meet and greet, we started late. Huh? Ah, Kaito, don't worry. You don't have to say anything.
Kaito, please, don't try to lie. You're not smart enough.
We were doing some frog squats on the school stairs when we heard two people talking.
People talking?
We knew one of them was Maki, but we couldn't pick out the other one. But now that I think about it, it must have been Ryoma.
What?
Yeah, maybe. That was probably around midnight.
I think I feel really awkward if it turns out she is the killer,
Their
though.
voices. Then that means...
So Ryoma and Maki did meet up.
No, hold up! Why'd you sit on that info for so long?
Because until just now, I didn't think it was relevant. I had no reason to bring it up.
Now. We don't know if Maki was really talking to Ryoma, right?
That is true. But considering the circumstances, none of us were talking to Maki last night, correct? So it must have been him.
And nobody say you suddenly remember talking to Maki. It's way too late for that.
Nobody else try to lie. We already did it. You don't get to do it now.
If
It's
I
our
had that
thing.
conversation
Me and
with those
Shuichi's
guys,
thing. Our bro thing. Our thing is to lie for women.
that's still part of a killing game after all.
Has anybody ever
chill
done
out.
the Spring
Why the
Breakers
scary face?
the Spring Breakers song with Shuichi and
That was my
Kaito?
bad, but it's not really manly to eavesdrop, you know?
King of the bar scene.
I wouldn't do something so uncool.
Banging chicks right there in the sand.
I know that we heard those
Smashing some
voices. Maki
brewskis.
is not lying.
Marry a man.
Gonta will believe friends.
You're gonna believe him? Just like that? But Shuichi has no reason to lie.
Yes.
This
his
spring
lie
break,
leads us to
let's
the wrong
get
culprit.
fucked
He will
up
join us.
and then find Mr. Right and get monogamous.
We should be able to believe him.
That's right. You can believe me.
Yeah, you're right. I'll believe him too. Belief shall set you free.
I'd be so surprised if Shuichi was a liar. Especially after we believed him for so long. We wouldn't be able to trust anyone anymore. Well, it's not like he's lying anyway.
Kokichi looks directly into the camera.
All right, that proves it then. Ryoma was still alive during nighttime. In other words, me and Maki aren't suspects anymore.
But I guess that means everyone's alibis no longer matter, yes?
He does, but he's not going to reveal it unless it's fun.
Everyone is culprit again?
So, we're right back where we started. What a pain.
However, it should be clear now that the crime occurred after nighttime began.
But then when was Ryoma's body placed inside the piranha tank?
Well, the gym is locked at nighttime, so it must have been the next morning. But
That's not possible. Himiko and I were at the gym, remember?
I mean, it's funny, Kokichi notices, but he doesn't try to expose it. He just guilt trips. He just guilt trips Shuichi. He's like, wow,
I
Shuichi
don't
would
think so.
never
We have
lie.
evidence to prove that's what happened.
And he looks at him, he's like, I know what you are. You're just like me.
When did
Trash.
the culprit throw the body into the piranha tank?
When did Ryo's body get placed in the piranha tank?
The only time they could have done it was during nighttime, huh?
Did you forget the gym's not open at nighttime, Dick Cheese?
Dick cheese?
But that's the only possibility, because by morning we were already at the gym.
it may be possible they slipped by without you noticing.
No one can slip by me. I'm known far and wide as the snoozing sorceress. What a terrible title for a guard.
Are you positive that you did not see it? You cannot enter the gym at nighttime.
Himiko would have seen it. She might strike out, but she always keeps her eye on the ball. I don't even play baseball.
But we can't disobey school rules, right?
Himiko's voice acting, her direction doesn't always do it for me, but like sometimes some of her lines, just her little like
disagreement.
throwaway lines are good. I don't even play baseball.
Disagreement?
Time for a team battle, or whatever it's called.
What? A disagreement? You mean you're split down the middle again? Then the Ultimate Academy is proud to present its very own more phenomenal trial grounds!
Yippee! We've been waiting for this!
Jeez, we gotta do that whole crazy thing again?
Here we go. I liked this one in the first trial. It was fun. So hopefully this one will also be fun and not aggravating. Is it gonna send up even the dead portraits? No, they're not there. Oh yeah, they are. Yeah, I did send them up. Never mind. They're coming too.
along with the others before the announcement.
As if not possible, you simply missed the culprit. Kimiko!
We were right in front of the door. There's no way we could have missed them.
Remember, the rules state that you can't enter the...
Kaito! Rules probably don't apply to corpses, you know.
The piranha tank is too far from the...
I got this! You might be able to reach the tank from the window above the stage.
But pool next to gym also a lucky.
Entering the pool at night's what's off limits, not the pool area itself. But should we trust Maki's testimony?
Tenko!
It's okay, because we have Shuichi's testimony too!
Full counter. Yeah, those are really cool. I really like I like the full team debates. That's probably the coolest thing they've added to this game.
I am positive that the window was how the culprit moved the
I
body.
do miss the downhill like mine slope though, like snowboarding in Hinata's mine. That was fun.
It's pretty close by. Curtains might have been closed, but the window was open the whole investigation.
That means it was certainly possible to put the body in the piranha tank from the window.
However, I'm also positive the pane dividing the piranha tank was set up beforehand.
That certainly couldn't be tossed in. It would need to be placed carefully.
Even if the culprit were to throw the body from outside the window. The window is far too high. It cannot be reached from the floor.
Ryoma was small. Gonta could have chucked him easy.
I mean, yeah. Could just done it one-handed.
Gonta wouldn't do that. Gentlemen not chuck dead bodies.
Being a gentleman has nothing to do with it.
But it does. Gentlemen, not murder.
Oh, they used the ladder in the gym.
Unless it's in a very gentlemanly fashion. Like over tea.
Tested it out while you were investigating, Shuichi. That ladder reached the window, right? So the culprit just needed to put the body through the window to pull it off, right?
Ladder couldn't have been used in this crime. I can't remember. Could the ladder move? No. It just doesn't reach it. Well, I thought it did reach it. That's how he was able to look through it. Whatever. These are the ones that always get me, where it's like, do you remember when you investigated this and it's not an evidence bullet? Remember when you investigated this a week ago?
The ladder reached the window was because it was on the stage. If you use the ladder on the pool side, it would not quite make it. The ladder could barely reach the window when it was on the stage. And there is nothing on the pool side of the gym as tall as the stage.
Well, there might be.
The ladder was found in the gym, correct? If the culprit used the ladder on the pool side, we wouldn't have found it in the gym.
And they couldn't have thrown the ladder back through the window because it's too heavy. Then Gonta used his hard strength to throw the ladder or the body or something.
Me, please. You're being problematic.
Gentlemen
I don't
not
appreciate it.
throw dead bodies or ladders.
The body could not have been thrown into the piranha tank to begin with. It would need to be placed carefully to prevent the glass pane from shifting.
Got it, Musclehead? Even if we injected tons of steroids into you, it'd be impossible.
Sorry, you're right.
Which is, no, it's good because you're not
You don't need
suspect.
to apologize, Gonta.
How the culprit moved the body from the window. Ha! You guys don't even know that? What a bunch of dimwits.
Do you have the answer then?
But of course. Tell him, Shuichi. Blow him all away with
I definitely have the answer, player.
Actually, don't know that yet.
What?
The culprit definitely moved the body through the window, but I don't know how.
Seriously?
Serves you right! You just made a fool out of yourself after acting all high and mighty!
We got away from Maki's involvement in this case. I still want to know what's going on in her lab,
What are we gonna do, Shuichi?
which I'm sure they'll tell us
Gotta figure this
later.
out or we're done for. Hey, you gotta do something, Shuichi.
Shuchi?
No, I have to do something, but...
I don't think it really matters how the body got into the piranha tank.
Gonta thinks it matter. We won't know culprit's trick unless we figure out.
We're getting sidetracked. It doesn't matter how it was done, just who did it. We shouldn't focus on where we found the body. Instead, we need to focus on where he was killed. Where he was killed? Wouldn't it be more efficient if we focused on the murder scene instead?
I mean, maybe.
Yes. We were so caught up in where the body was found. When we should have been thinking about where the murder occurred.
I like that you have to have the little idiot hair if you're a Danganronpa protagonist. I'm pretty sure even Kamaru and Ultra Despair Girls had it. It's genetic.
Strange. Perhaps the culprit steered the conversation away from that topic.
Then, culprit is someone in this room.
Yes, Gonta. You got it.
Well then, let's discuss the crime scene to figure out who the culprit is.
That's not a bad idea for a robot. The last time I heard such a good idea was when Nino told me to move in with her under the bridge to get out of the cold.
Baby Kawa under the bridge?
We're just gonna not worry about that one either. Whatever that dark backstory is.
Thank you, Maki. That was a helpful insight.
I can't believe you didn't notice that. I guess that's why you're still an apprentice.
It's not like I like you too, Babaka. Neko Baka. Stupid cat. I don't know why I said that way. I know why I said I was going to Game
Let's
Grumps,
establish
but
the crime scene.
Wasn't it the dorm room? Ryoma was relaxing in his room when he got attacked.
But the cause of death was drowning. There is nothing in his room that could collect enough water.
He's got a toilet, doesn't he?
well,
Toilets?
they could drown him in the pool, but they can't do it at nighttime, right?
The only place that fits is the pool.
That's wrong!
I counter that statement. It couldn't have been him.
The pool could not have been the scene of the murder. Ryoma was killed at nighttime.
Oh! I bet I know what it is. I bet they handcuffed him.
Could not have gone in.
They handcuffed him to that little fountain.
A dead body is fine because it's just an object.
They handcuffed him.
Person entered the pool.
They handcuffed him to that little fountain in his bathroom. That's why there were scuff marks on it on the thing. So they handcuffed him in there, and he drowned in the water. Like he was trying to get out of it, he couldn't get out in time. He drowned. That's my guess.
I think I might cry.
Cry as loud as you want. I'll cry with you. We can spend the night together crying. In the morning after, I'll write goodbye on your mirror in lipstick before I quietly leave.
Only after you leave do I realize how much you really mean to me.
Quit being so gloomy. This is the year of the Jets. Fuck the Patriots.
Yeah, fuck the Patriots.
Anyway, we can conclude it's
I don't watch
impossible
football.
for
I don't
you
give a
to
shit.
have drowned in
Where was Ryoma
But
killed?
fuck the Patriots. All my homies hate the
Is
Patriots.
there other place where water can be stored?
This is it!
Yeah, I figured it out. I'm so smart.
The sink
Figured it
in
out several
Ryoma's
steps
lab.
ahead.
There were distinct scratch marks on it,
Scratch marks on the sink?
and I believe those scratches were caused by... This is it!
Yeah, so he was handcuffed to the sink and drowning, and they scratched him all up trying to get out.
Correct?
Bad way to go.
Well, yeah. Sort of looked like they'd been scraped against something.
There's also the fact that the handcuffs were from Ryoma's lab. The marks in the sink came from the handcuffs in the same room. The size and shape of the scratches are consistent with the handcuffs, I'm sure.
How did those handcuffs get from the lab to the water tank?
Because Ryoma was wearing them, right?
Yes, though they were only visible for a brief moment when Ryoma appeared in the tank. I am certain he was wearing the handcuffs at the time.
The handcuffs were left after the piranhas devoured Ryoma.
So, the culprit handcuffed Ryoma and drowned him in his lab's sink.
Ryoma must have been pretty yummy. They chomped up his entire body. Arms, legs, brain.
Saying disgusting things! I don't want to hear it!
That crunchy texture with the fatty parts just right. Then when they bite down, it gushes.
Stop! Please stop!
But how did
I just realized that her, like, giant pigtails have, like, giant, like, helix loops in them.
Unless someone ambushed him?
I didn't look that closely, but now I'm seeing it.
Before handcuffing him. Though there's no way we can be sure, now that he's not but bones.
I doubt he was ambushed. I'm pretty sure the culprit got Ryoma by... Whoops. Don't pay attention to little old me. I'm just talking to myself.
When you talk to yourself, pretend you're eating and chew with your mouth closed. Otherwise, you'll get a mouthful of peanut butter squid. It's so disgusting you'll laugh.
Thank you, Smoogie.
So we all agree the only
We're gonna
way
stop the trial,
drowned
just
was
have
the
that
lab,
part.
right? That sink could have held enough water to do it for sure.
Alright, I'm calling it. The crime scene is Ryoma's fucking research lab.
But how did the culprits carry his body to the gym from there? Isn't Ryoma's lab on the 3rd floor of the academy?
It's actually not far at all. Although, perhaps it's more accurate to say there's a shortcut.
Was there a shortcut?
She could use the window.
There!
It's alright, click on the big gaping window in the shot.
The window?
That's right.
That's
One
right.
of the windows in this school
You take him to the window, and then to the wall,
except the one
till the sweat drips down my... I'm getting distracted.
On top of that, the window faced the pool. You could see the gym straight across.
Do you think the culprit dropped Ryoma's body into the pool area from the lab window? Then they could have thrown the body into the piranha tank through the gym window. How's that? Mission complete!
Your explanation contradicts some things we discussed earlier. The gym window was too high to reach from the poolside, even if one used the ladder.
That's right! I apologize! I must go on a journey to reflect on this!
We keep hitting dead ends, since we don't know how the body was thrown into the gym.
Well, that didn't really give us any info about the crime.
Slow zoom in on Maki. Oh, hey, look, we are okay. We are gonna get the snowboard. It's just it's crazy taxi, psyche taxi. Oh God, when you have to deduce how things are connected, psyche taxi will start up. The objectives mode: gather the letter cubes lying around to form the question. Hold left click to accelerate. Use AD to steer left and right. For picking the letter cubes floating around and complete the question. When you complete the question, you head towards the escort. Is this the correct answer? If it's the right answer, they'll get in your car. If it's the wrong answer, something bad happens. Okay, interesting. I guess this is replacing the logic dive or whatever it was called. This is silly. This is just how Shuichi... This is how Shuichi, like, envisions, though. This is how he does his detective work. The body was brought from where? The body was brought from where? Thinking. Okay. You should run them over. Oh, this is silly. This made me think of, I keep seeing trailers for that Gran Turismo movie before, like a lot of movies I've seen, where it's like, there's a guy that, like, the body was brought to the gym from where? Hold on. Good, but like, and they keep on being like, it's a real story, it's a thing that really, really happened, which to a degree I believe is true, like about the story of like them getting someone through a contest of playing the video game to like race in the actual sport. But that's just also stuff, it's like, look, it's really real, like Orlando Bloom was there, and like there was a whole bunch of like crime and like sex and everything involved. It's really real. Oops. Oh man, that completely like kills your momentum. I was hoping I could like go between them and get both of them, but I don't think. I think they were just far enough apart to keep me from doing that. Oh, there's Monokuma. What would happen if I had run him over? How was it moved from the classroom window to the gym window? It was the net, right? The cable? That was the hidden Monokuma. You have to run him over. Oh well. Guess I won't get that one.
I've got it. Ryoma's body was moved directly from his lab to the gym.
Directly? Don't tell me they threw the body from window to window. I mean, we're talking about a body. It's not like tossing a baseball, you know.
No, I don't believe he was thrown. But perhaps another way.
What do you mean another way? There's no other way to move it.
The culprit must have used some kind of equipment.
Huh? Equipment?
With this equipment, they can connect the two windows and move the body to the gym.
There! The rope found behind the gym stage could have been used to connect the windows.
Oh, there was a mysterious mystery about that rope that only Actua can reveal.
Or, you know, forensic specialist.
What mysterious mystery? During last night's preparations for the show, that rope was in the wing of the stage. But the next morning, the rope had been moved backstage for some reason. It's a mysterious mystery. Only Actua knows the answer.
So, during nighttime, someone used the rope, then threw it into the gym window?
So they did use the rope. That's how they bridged the distance between both windows.
Is the rope long enough to reach both windows?
I don't know.
The rope is
You
roughly 65 feet in length. As for the distance,
you might be able to connect it with, like, if you've connected it with the tennis
According
net
to the side of
cable.
the pool, the width of the pool is roughly 35 feet. And the distance from the edges of the pool to the windows is an additional 16 feet. Altogether, the sum total length from one window to the other is roughly 50 feet.
And pool is only thing between research lab and gym windows.
You bet it's long enough. That's what she said.
Wait, who said that?
She did. Are you not paying attention?
That's long enough. Wouldn't it be pretty hard to tie them
The
to
metaphorical she.
Both windows were too high to reach. It would be like tying a rope from one cliff to another.
If the windows were closer together, then they could toss the rope across. But they're not.
No, going to think it would work. Just need one more rope.
Another rope. There was only one, though.
Oh, then it impossible. Sorry.
There was another rope. It was...
This is it!
I wonder how, like, the tennis cable I imagine would be pretty strong.
Cable from Ryoma's lab could
I feel
serve as
like
a rope.
getting it out of like an actual tennis net that was set up would be a huge pain in the ass to do by
About
yourself.
50 feet or so. But how do they use it?
Okay, so. First, culprit hang rope outside of one window. Then, culprit move to other side. And tie cable to other window. Then, after tying to each window, culprit tie rope and cable together. That how culprit make one rope that reach both windows.
And then they zip line across. Ooh yeah.
Wow, that's amazing, Gonta. You're so knowledgeable.
It's nothing. Going to use ropes a lot when looking for bugs.
Even if they did connect the windows with a rope, they can't carry a body on just that.
Eureka! I got it!
Going to blushing is
Thomas
cute.
Edison once
It's
said,
not a spray. It's not a portrait we
"Genius
see
is
often either.
1% inspiration and 99% perspiration. But in my case, it's 100% inspiration.
I don't sweat at all. That'd be gross.
Get it. Just tell us already.
They handcuffed the body to the rope and slid it from one window to the other, like Tarzan.
I mean, maybe.
The body would reach the gym window, but it wouldn't land in the piranha tank. Stop making such dumbass comments and keep your smelly breath in your dirty mouth.
Tarzan?
had to put the body in the piranha tank after they moved it, huh?
That is not feasible with just one rope.
Maybe the rope wasn't the only equipment the culprit used.
Not just the rope?
Well, anyway, it would have been pretty difficult to get that body in the piranha tank.
Good question. What would it have
You
been, I
wouldn't
wonder?
just throw it. The trick was a super crucial part of the culprit's plan. The culprit must have carefully placed the body into the tank with their own hands. But is there really a way to do that?
If it was
Kichi,
Angie,
hinting at something?
maybe? I still think it might be her.
Hint? What hint?
Tarzan.
Confused me with your talk of hinting hints.
How did they get near it? I mean, could they go around the side? Only is the rope connected. Somehow the culprit used the body to move more close to the window themselves.
All right, Shuichi.
What?
Listen up. Do a good job here, and I'll be able to put an end to this trial. It all starts with you.
Kaito, I hope
You
that
be the
you're...
opening act, and I'll be the main event.
I hope that you don't end up being an
Together,
asshole.
We're gonna save everyone.
I hope you don't end up dying a horrible death, Kaito. You probably will. You're too...
Got this. After all, you are my sidekick.
Kaito's too cool. He's too cool to
believe
live.
So I'm gonna leave the rest to you.
And I feel like he is cool, even though he's an idiot. I think he's... No, I like Kaido. How dare you? Man's Gambit. Nope. What did the culprit fashion to move the bodies in the windows? What did the culprit fashion to move the... Starts with an R. Rope. Rope. Rope wrap. Rope wet ass pussy. Rope way? What does that mean? What the fuck is a rope way? How the fuck did you get this so quickly?
Or use something like a ropeway to move the body.
It's not a word. Is it not a word? They're thinking it's a word.
Are you sure about that?
Rope way.
Wow, you got drain damage or something? You need some kind of vessel to use on a ropeway, and we don't have that!
Well, I figured it was once the rope came into way, I had to just form words. In scenes where you have to deduce an image, mind will begin. In this mode, the objective is to dig up the answer. I believe playing Minesweeper. At the beginning, the answer will be completely covered by pieces. Use the mouse to move the cursor and left-click to erase the pieces. Pieces will be erased with two or more of the same color connect. Adjacent pieces will then change color in the following order: white, pink, yellow, white. So is it Minesweeper or is it Tetris? Okay, bye. Also, Sally, idiot, you are not an idiot. I want to call back to that where you said idiots often survive. That's how I've made it this far. No. 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 How dare you? How dare you say that about my friend? I will fight you. Fight you to the death, I will. Don't do it. Anyway. You're not an idiot. That's what I'm saying. Sounds complicated, but you'll figure it out. Oh, jeez. Alright, I gotta be careful about it. I have to... So I lose 10 seconds. Yeah, you lose so much time with that. You gotta be really careful. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez, this is bad. I'm not good at these kind of games. No, I'm not gonna get it. Yeah. What did the culprit use to ride across the rope? Oh, I just have to... Oh, okay. I don't have to clear the whole thing. I just have to clear enough so I could see it. Okay. That makes it a little bit better. I thought I'd have to get the entire thing.
It's the inner tube. The rubber inner tube we found floating in the pool.
The inner tube?
Remember the inner tube we found in the pool with a rope on one side? Maybe the rope was originally tied on both sides. The culprit made a ropeway by hanging the tube from the rope connecting the window.
A ropeway. A thing that's very commonly used and
If the window was
said.
higher up, gravity would have pushed the inner tube along. The inner tube is made of sturdy rubber as well. It could have supported two people.
It's not really the inner tube that's worrying about supporting two people. It's the rope.
The culprit used the ropes and the inner tube to construct a rudimentary ropeway and used it to move themselves and Ryoma's body from the lab to the gym. Once through the gym window, the culprit stood on the inner tube to move the body. Either that, or the culprit placed their foot on the windowsill. That way would be more stable and let them handle the corpse more carefully. Finally, they removed the rope from the window frame and left the scene.
Well, when you put it like that, it certainly sounds possible. But wow, a ropeway!
You say the culprit placed
But
their
wow, a
foot on the
ropeway.
windowsill.
A phrase that often gets used and so will allow people to easily win this Hangman's Gambit.
Jim, would it not?
Last time we got asked that question, we decided it was okay. Sticking your body through the window is an automatic out. But standing on the sill...
Wait, who asked you last time?
Eh?
It is quite possible that the culprit went to you to confirm the details of their plan.
Oh, shit!
Way to put your foot in your mouth.
Good job, idiot.
His foot! Monosuke just unhinged his jaw and swallowed his entire leg!
Cut it out! I can't write this off as a joke if you two keep freaking out about it.
Then your little slip-up is actually the truth!
Monica was just like,
Pops?
I'm just gonna kill you. You're just gonna die now.
Daddy's mad at you now.
Don't look at me. This is what you get for acting like a big shot all the time.
Stop. Do not bully Monosuke.
Huh?
No more blaming each other. Everybody makes mistakes. I want us all to get along.
I'm wondering if Monodem's gonna like kill somebody every trial. He's gonna kill another cub every trial.
You better thank Monodum. Less attitude and more gratitude. Got it?
Man, the trial was just getting fun. Why you gotta ruin it with that slip-up? But I guess now we know Shuichi's logic is right on the money.
So Culprit really used ropeway to move body?
Yeah, they used the ropeway to move with the body from window to window.
Ropeway murder? That's some crazy-ass shit! But if the mechanism was that complicated, wouldn't it be hard to put it all away?
Not necessarily. All one must do is detach the rope from the window after using the ropeway. Then, after returning to Ryoma's lab, one could retrieve the rope from that side. Tossing the rope into the gym from the pool window would be the final step.
I see. The rope was thrown from the window. That's why we found it there.
That might also is that also be like why the pool, the water was from the stairs. I was like,
The culprit must have
I forgot that we already covered that.
Ryoma's lab to the pool.
Which is why the crime was committed during nighttime, while we all slumbered.
But if the culprit was so careful to recover the rope they used to commit the crime, why did they leave the inner tube in the pool?
I believe that was an accident.
An accident?
There's also like the fabric that we found, I think, in the tank that we haven't
Yes.
talked about.
When the culprit was taking down the inner tube, they accidentally dropped it.
Who could it belong to, I wonder?
Why did the culprit leave it in the pool?
The reason the culprit left the pool. Okay, that's not it. I was wrong. Is it really gonna be they don't like water? Wait, is it gonna be Kibo? I'm gonna say they don't like water, but no, it's not. It's not they don't like water. Fuck it. God, these are always the worst ones. These are the ones that get me the worst because it's like, hey, do you remember shit you looked at a week ago? Use your critical thinking skills. I'm like, I don't fucking have those.
Because this took place at nighttime.
I am dumb of ass.
They couldn't get the inner tube because swimming is prohibited at nighttime.
But couldn't they have used the rope to fish it out?
Not necessarily. You see, the water level in that pool is so low. Even if one tried to draw in the inner tube using the rope, the steep angle the rope would be at would make it nigh impossible.
It'd be different if they used a pole, but there's no way a rope would work.
Even if inner tube was closer to pool-ish, water's still too low to drag tube in.
Sounds like a lot of work. I can see why they just left it there.
Yeah, it would take too long. And they would have been busted if someone saw them.
Huh! What kind of clumsy dipshit drops an inner tube and can't retrieve it? Let me tell you, this culprit's a real fucking amateur!
No, actually. Save for that one mistake, this was the perfect crime.
The perfect crime.
If Maki had never met up with Ryoma at nighttime, it might have been the end for us. Now, I still don't know if Maki is telling the truth or not.
Shut up. Personally, I find this culprit frighteningly thorough. Such a bold, beautiful plan. I never even imagined there was a ropeway. Oh, respect begins to bloom in my heart for this wonderfully cruel culprit.
Still suspecting Angie.
What are you, respect the culprit.
It'd be funny if it was.
Now, we just need to figure out who the culprit is.
But of course, it would be pointless to unravel this mystery otherwise.
So, who is it?
Looks like it's time for me to start the main event. But my sidekick here is on a roll right now, so I'll let him take this one.
I definitely know who it is, but I'm not gonna say.
Okay.
You're just pushing everything onto Shuichi because you don't know yourself.
Well, Shuichi?
Hey, Shuichi, are you hesitating again?
I don't know who it is. I think Shuichi's. If they're expecting me to like accuse who I think it is, I don't know.
Like I said, you're my sidekick. I take responsibility for any mistakes my sidekick makes.
Unless it's Kaido.
So use those skills of yours I believe in to shove the truth down their throats.
You believe in my detective skills?
That's right. I'm gonna leave it all to you, Shuichi.
I don't know. I've been saying Angie, so I'm gonna say Angie. Nope, it's not her.
I was wrong.
Okay. Who is the culprit? Yeah, that's the question. So, remembering everybody's alibis. Kaito and Maki are the only ones who don't. Kibo seemed, but Kibo was at bug collecting, wasn't he? It wasn't Kaido, but I remember someone went to the gym. I don't know. Jeez. Someone went to the gym. Kurumi went to the gym, but I thought we already cleared her. It's not Maki, is it? I don't know. I legit don't know. I have no idea. Someone gave a statement about visiting the gym. Is it Is it Kurumi? Is it actually her? She's the only one they focus so much about her going to the gym. Is it just gonna be her?
It has to be you.
Yep. Fuck. Damn it.
There's one more thing I still have to confirm. But Kirumi is the prime suspect.
Me?
I don't want it to be her. But maybe it is.
Kirumi?
I thought we cleared this up, but I guess not.
Oh, so Kirumi is the culprit.
That is not yet a certainty. Let us hear her testimony first.
Is this true, Kirumi?
I cannot believe you would suspect me. If that is the case, then I will have to deny it. I will not let you make the wrong choice.
No, this late in the game, I can't see them changing gear. It's probably
If you do
her.
believe it is me, are you prepared to stand by that decision? I will refute your accusations with all my might, for everyone's sake. I, of course, am not the culprit.
The crime was committed at nighttime. And you have no alibi, do you?
Kurumi, he was with Kurumi from 9 to 10, but then by 11 he went back. Kurumi was in the gym until a little before 9, with Himiko and Angie from 9 to 10. She was with Kokichi. She was in the gym alone for around 5 minutes. Shuichi, Kibo, Smugi. So, yeah, between 9 and 11 she had an alibi, but if it happened around midnight, it would have been after that.
Nighttime? I believe most of us do not have one.
Oop, that was the wrong button.
Evidence that proves you're the culprit.
Do you think we would fall for such nonsense?
The trick relied on complex mechanisms to work. But someone like you could be skilled enough to pull it off.
Preposterous. That could have been done by anyone.
Kirumi is thin and has a nice body. She and Ryoma could have totally shared an inner tube.
We all could have, except perhaps Gonta.
To force Kirumi to implicate herself, my logic has to be airtight. There's a hole in her story somewhere, as if they can't find it.
I, of course, am not the culprit.
The crime was committed at nighttime. And you have no alibi, do you?
An alibi for nighttime? I believe most of us do not.
It says most of us don't have one. No? But that's not it, though.
Oh no!
Most of us don't have one.
I, of
But
course,
like
am
the
not culprit.
that we.
The crime
Oh,
was
the
committed
insect. Do I have to use insect meet and
and you
greet?
have no alibi, do you?
Whatever.
Alibi for nighttime? I believe most of us do not have one.
No, that's not it either.
Damn it!
All right.
I, of course, am not the culprit.
Why is Maki alone? Maki's staying in front of her room last night. She stayed in her dorm only during nighttime.
The crime was committed at nighttime.
So we have to get her to implicate herself. So we have to find a contradiction of what she's
Alibi
saying.
for nighttime?
How is inside meet and greet different from alibis for yesterday?
I believe most of us do not have one.
I have evidence that proves you're the culprit.
Do you think we would fall for such nonsense?
We could lie.
Trick relied on complex
This is the lying
analysis.
music, isn't it?
But someone like you could be skilled enough to pull it off.
Preposterous. That could have been done by anyone.
Kirumi is thin and has a nice body. She and Ryoma could have totally shared an inner tube.
We all could have, except perhaps Gonta. I, of course, am not the culprit.
The crime was committed at nighttime. And you have no alibi, do you?
An alibi for nighttime? I believe most of us do not have one.
Ah,
I have
damn.
evidence that proves you're the
I, of course, am not the culprit.
The crime was committed at nighttime. You have no alibi, do you?
An alibi for nighttime? I believe most of us.
There we go.
I'll reveal the truth.
Perjury. Ugh. It's so splatty.
Maybe we can't prove everyone's alibi, but we can still.
So what's wrong with taking the back streets? Is that really what the achievement was called?
Last night, Kaito and I heard Maki speaking with Ryoma. But I haven't mentioned what happened after. Kirumi, any thoughts?
Did you return to your respective dorm rooms?
Yes, we did. But I couldn't fall asleep, so I was awake until morning. Which allowed me to hear a certain sound in the night.
Certain sound.
certain sound?
Sounded like fucking.
Last night, I heard the sound of someone leaving their room and exiting the dorm. And after some time, I heard the sound of them returning.
Could it have been the culprit?
But all you heard was a sound? That doesn't mean you know who made it.
Indeed, it doesn't. But I didn't hear the sound of someone going down the stairs. Which must mean that whoever left has a room on the first floor. No one on the second floor left it.
He's just completely bullshitting. Just
So
like,
everyone on the second floor has an alibi? You cannot determine the culprit with just that.
On the contrary, once we rule out the second floor, we know who the culprit is. Because preparing the ropeway required time to be spent in the gym. It's extremely likely that the culprit helped set up the magic show. In short, Himiko, Angie, Kaito, or Kirumi.
I see. So among the four, the only one with a room on the first floor of the dorms is...
I mean, he's just hoping that she'll break.
Only Kirumi.
So because he's telling a complete lie, but it might be enough to bluff her out of it.
You heard a sound, huh? Well, I hear a load of BS. But unfortunately for you, Kirumi, your time's up. We already know you're the only one capable of setting all this up.
She does have the ninja skills.
Right, Shuichi?
I was expecting this.
The only person who could have prepared this murder is Kirumi. Well, the preparations in the gym in any case.
And why do you believe that?
Before the culprit could put the body into the tank, several steps needed to be taken.
Now the question is, did she actually kill him, or she just set it up?
I'm putting a partition in the piranha tank.
That's right. Ryoma's body entered the gym from the window, but that required preparation. That could only have been done when Kirumi was by herself in the gym before nighttime.
But Kirumi was alone in the gym for only, like, 5 minutes.
Not enough time for the whole murder, but enough time to set it up. Enough time to tie the rope on the window frame and put the pain in the piranha tank.
This is my selfless devotion.
Okay, well, now we gotta duel her. I didn't want Karumi to be the murderer, but I knew that she was too cool to get to the end.
I assure you, this is just a part of your petty imagination. An empty theory created from night.
Yeah, she's breaking down. Sorry, girl.
If it were solely the rope and partition, I suppose 5 minutes might be enough time. I accept that. However, the crux of your argument is not but a guess. You continue to force the facts to conform to your misguided narrative when you consider that the crux of your argument is faulty. Your entire case falls apart.
Advance!
What do you mean by crux of the argument?
It's true.
How is it just a guess?
I am referring to the rope. Now, with that rope, it is possible to reach the gym window from the 3rd floor window, but there is no evidence to indicate this had happened.
I'll cut through your words.
Except...
I have evidence. The abrasions left on the window frames at the gym and the lab.
Those scratches from when the rope was tied to the window frame?
Just tying the rope to the frame wouldn't cause so much damage. The rope that was tied to the frames must have been weighed down significantly. The frames didn't break, but they were left with distinct marks.
Those scratches are proof that you used a rope to carry the body to the windowsill.
Not looking good, Karumi.
What's wrong, Kirumi? What's wrong? What's wrong? What's wrong? Hey, what's wrong? Hey, 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 hey!
Is Kirumi quiet cause that's what happened?
Not just flanked by dead bodies.
Answer us, Kirumi. Shuichi is doing this for your sake.
If it is for my sake, then it would be much easier to forfeit. But I cannot allow that, because I must do this for everyone.
The question is that, like, that's the thing. Okay, so that's the thing. I'm wondering. I wonder if she. I'm practically in denial at this point. I wonder if she actually killed Ryoma, or did she just move the body?
I have a duty and a responsibility. I must serve everyone and protect them.
In which case, you could literally just
I
say,
refuse to surrender. They won't forgive me if I do.
you could literally just say, hey, so-and-so made me do it. So, nah, she's probably killed him.
Hey, Kirumi, who exactly is this everyone you're talking about?
Also, everyone could just be about her motive. Yeah, it could just be like, she's doing this to get out of here.
About this. When you said everyone, it felt like you weren't talking about us.
Yep, there we go.
It felt like you were talking about someone who was
Yeah,
in
she
need.
found out, got her motive, and then she decided she had to kill someone to get out there. Damn.
Someone outside of the academy?
Hey, do you think Kirumi saw her own motive video?
Huh? The motive video?
You saw your important someone in danger, so you committed murder, right?
Is that true?
I am so sorry for making such a mess. Because of that, I made all of you assume something unnecessary.
Oh, girl, no.
Necessary?
You're
You saying I'm wrong?
spiraling,
This
girl.
everyone you're talking about?
It is all of you, of course.
Nope.
Really? Do you swear to a tour?
Yes, really. So please believe me, I am not the culprit. I do not care what becomes of me, but I will not allow any of you to die. Because I made a promise to Kaede. She wished for all of us to escape together.
Don't know about that, girl.
I want to fulfill my duties as the ultimate maid. I wish to serve everyone. So please believe me. You have to.
No, sorry.
Kirumi?
Don't think I believe you.
Are we totally sure Kirumi's the culprit? Maybe it's someone else. Are we sure Kokichi isn't the culprit?
Gonta just can't believe
Kokichi's a
Kirumi
bastard, but I don't think he killed anybody. I don't think he would want to kill anybody. I think he's having too much fun with these trials.
She did us so well. She really is like a mom.
Perhaps it was after she gained our trust that she saw her chance to strike.
You really are screwed up.
Screwed up from head to toe. Even through your clothes, I can tell.
Shuichi, please reconsider suspecting me as the culprit. You only suspect me because I was at the gym during nighttime yesterday, correct? But you cannot accuse me of being the culprit with that insufficient proof. It is still possible for Maki and Kaito to have gone to the gym. They do not have alibis. They could have pretended to help Himiko, but secretly prepared the murder.
When you put it that way, it does seem possible.
We can't accuse Kirumi just based on our alibis.
Guys, maybe suspecting Kirumi is wrong.
Show the fabric.
Yeah.
I made a promise. As the ultimate detective, I made a promise to seek the truth. I made a promise to Kaede. So I'm not turning back now.
So you still believe I am the culprit? But there is no evidence to indicate that I am—
No, there is. I have proof that you're the culprit. I realized it when we determined that the ropeway was used to move the body. If it was indeed Kirumi who moved the body with a makeshift ropeway, then the final clue falls into place.
The final clue?
The damning evidence that proves Kirumi is the culprit.
Shuichi, won't you please tell me why you are so desperate to pin me as the culprit?
Because you did it.
Don't you want to protect everyone?
I'm doing this because I want to protect everyone. Shuichi.
Then you're wrong. Your deduction is all wrong.
Your words aren't going to convince me now. Not when I know the truth.
All you care about is your own reasoning. You don't even listen to others. I can't bet everyone's lives on a deduction made by a self-righteous brat. You can't save anyone!
I mean, it's the only thing we haven't really used.
This is it.
It's just been kind of sitting in our evidence the whole
Piece of
time.
black fabric in the pool. That's the final clue that proves you're guilty. It's been bothering me for a while. I couldn't figure out what it was. I thought it was just trash at first. But I couldn't dismiss it entirely. Now that the class trial has come this far, I know for certain. It's an important piece of the puzzle because, like the inner tube, it's evidence the culprit couldn't dispose of.
Huh? Why not?
Using the ropeway, you could slide the inner tube from the lab to the gym, but how would you control it? If it kept sliding and hit the window, the momentum would have thrown the body off. To prevent that from happening, the culprit needed some way to adjust the speed. For example, the culprit could have used their hands for friction.
Yeah, so what? You're still wrong. Your logic is flawed.
Just the whole maid speech just breaking down. Yeah, what? Whatever.
Increasingly erratic.
There is such absolute beauty in trying to fight against the truth.
What? Truth. That black cloth is just trash. You can't prove I'm the culprit with just that.
No, it's not just trash. It's proof that you're the culprit.
I mean, it's just part of her gloves. Oh, that's a cute. That's a
You
cute.
are incorrect. What is this truth?
Wait, how's
Your
this?
empty deduction. You continue to confuse everyone. You are incorrect.
What is that means hold it down?
What is
Oh, I
this
see.
truth?
What? That's a new one.
That is just your empty deduction. In this class trial, everyone's life is at stake. Because of your self-righteous
I like her
truth,
armor. Okay.
everyone might die. In this class trial, everyone's life is at stake. Because of your self-righteous
I think I
truth,
accidentally acted fever time or whatever.
everyone
Yeah.
might die. In this class trial, everyone's life is at stake.
Those ones where you gotta hold them down is kind of weird.
Understand your reasoning. But I will never
Yeah, they're
accept
throwing me off every time. Every time, every
you wish
time.
to pin me as the culprit. You do not have
I'm
any
almost dead.
evidence. You are only providing us with speculation. We only wish to protect everyone. Why must you interfere? I completely understand your reasoning. But I will
Those
never
holding down ones are really hard.
It seems
I fuck it up every time.
you do not have any evidence. You
What is
are only
that?
providing us with speculation. We only wish to protect everyone. Why must you interfere? I completely understand your reasoning. But I will never accept it. It seems you wish to pin me as the culprit. What does that piece of trash prove?
Kurumi's gloves.
It ends here.
Murimi's gloves. Oh, cool. And she was naked at the end. Awesome.
The piece of fabric came from Kirumi's black
What a
glove.
weird game.
Kirumi's glove?
If the culprit were slowing their descent by grabbing the rope with their hands, there would have been a lot of friction, easily enough to cause rope burn. But our culprit was smart. They weren't burned because they weren't bare-handed.
Yeah, the culprit had gloves on. One got all torn up from the friction and...
And it fell into pool?
From what I remember, the only one who wears black gloves is Kirumi, right?
The gloves on your hands now. I take it they're from your dorm?
The extra uniforms in our rooms are made of the same material we're wearing now.
So you have to find one where you're missing a glove.
Test my theory by comparing the fabric scrap with your glove.
Well, Kirumi, will you allow us to compare the black fabric we found in the pool with your gloves?
Huh? What's the matter? Why are you sweating so much?
Kirumi, what's wrong?
I will show you the truth.
Time to make a manga. Okay. The evidence made of metal the piranhas didn't eat. The evidence made of metal that piranhas didn't eat. What was used as partition in the tank? Where in the gym was it tied to? For the murder, what was put on the victim's wrists? What was taken from the pool, the inner tube? Where in the gym was the rope tied to? Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Piranha tank lid. The evidence made of metal the piranhas couldn't eat. Piranhas swarming in the tank. What was used to partition in the piranha tank? What was taken from the pool? What was used to transport the body on the ropeway? Where was the body carried to? The evidence made of metal the piranhas couldn't eat was the handcuffs. What was used to partition? It's not the lid. Yeah, it is. Okay. What was used to transport the body? Where was the body carried to?
This is the truth of the case. The victim's body.
Unfortunately, they always talk way too slow during these segments for me, so I'm just gonna read through them. Because it's also like going through everything we had already seen.
We saw the piranhas in the tank.
We thought her escape failed, but it was all part of the act.
But when Angie opened we saw Ryoma with... Before any of us could react. And all that was left... That horrifying sight was the...
Horrifying sight of the cartoony little bones. Ryoma had a little cartoony little skeleton.
In truth, the crime while preparing for the show in the gym.
Where did they get the piranhas? Like where did the piranhas come from? They just we just had those in the magic lab.
The glass lid.
Did we get them from somewhere?
They used it as a partition to force the... next? The culprit took.
They were in Himiko's lab. Okay. I guess I'm willing to accept that answer.
Use the ladder once more. Once there, they opened the window and tied one end of the rope to the window frame. The rope was then thrown out the window toward... These preparations were key. At nighttime, past midnight, the... All
Dun
pieces
dun.
were in place. First, the culprit knocked Ryoma out, probably striking him. Then, they put the handcuffs from the shower room on Ryoma's wrists. And shoved his head into the sink filled with water. From the water and the pain of drowning, Ryoma should have woken up and struggled. The culprit anticipated his resistance, which is why Ryoma was handcuffed.
Brutal.
The struggle left scrapes on the Ryoma was dead. They removed the cable from the tennis. And then, at the pool, they returned to the lab after...
Like this explanation just
that was in the pool.
this explanation just takes so long. It's a really gruesome death for real, unless I'm accounting for all. Yeah, but really though, like dude just drowned to death. Like I don't know, like it feels like it feels like they weren't this long in the other two games. This one it just drags. I noticed this with the first case too. I'm just like, man, because it's one of those things that like you spend the entire case going, the entire like trial going over the case, like, and you go through the whole entire trial talking about this stuff constantly, talking about it over and over and over again. It's like, okay, now we're gonna talk about it one more time. And I'm like, maybe not though.
The culprit got on the inner tube with Ryoma's body and slipped. With the height difference between the windows to avoid crashing through the window, they used their own hand to grip the rope and slow down. That would have caused significant rope burn. But due to the friction, part of a glove tore off. Regardless, the glass pane, it also kept the piranhas. After that, but that's when they made.
That's when they made their second mistake. The thing we already talked about. They messed up.
Thus, the culprit was forced to leave two key pieces of evidence. They couldn't retrieve the evidence because of the rule against swimming at nighttime.
I mean, why didn't she like come back in the morning then and try? I guess maybe she just thought it didn't matter.
That's the whole story. Am I wrong, Kirumi Tojo? The ultimate maid?
Well, that's a fucking shame.
That's the conclusion I reached. Do you have any objections?
This is very, very unfortunate, Shuichi. My pride as a maid demands that I fulfill every request that I receive. But to end like this...
Does that mean you admit it?
Kirumi.
Why use your own gloves, though? The warehouse should have had plenty.
There weren't any. Obviously, she would have used them if they were available. Jeez, Monokuma provided everything but the gloves. That's pretty sadistic. But thanks to him, at least the game became way more interesting.
He's like the worst qualities of Nagito and Byakuya smushed together.
The moment someone who shall not be named opened their big mouth.
But we don't know that. Maybe the real culprit is someone nobody expects.
That is right. No need to worry.
Oh, Mono-chan.
All right, let's go! The heart-racing excitement. It's voting time!
I'm gonna say it's Kaede again. Vote for Kokichi just because you don't like him. No, it's Kurumi.
Now then, it seems the voting has finished. Let's see the result.
One person voted for Shuichi. It was Kurumi.
Who'll be chosen as the...
Dojo. Oh, I did pretty good that time. I mean, I got in the last one too, but this one I managed to not have to retry.
Oh my!
Thank goodness.
You gotta be kidding me!
Yeah.
Wait!
No way.
Yoo-hoo! The truth is...
What do you mean she's not my mom?
Damn it.
No way!
Shut up!
Say,
How?
No.
What?
I mean, like, if she saw the motive video and decided that she had to kill us to get out of there.
What's wrong? I do not agree.
Damn.
Prepare myself.
Please!
Oh, prepare myself for what? I'm already prepared.
Understood. I shall take that request.
Well, you know.
I don't like that face. I don't like what...
Yes, that is correct.
It turns out I actually just fucking hate all of you.
What are you saying?
May I?
Hey,
Yes.
The fuck's going on? Huh? No, no. Oh!
Oh, did Kurumi switch up all the videos? did she? That would make sense if she was cleaning everybody's rooms. Did she get her video first and then swapped everybody's?
Yeah?
I'm sorry.
No.
Okay. Yeah? Yeah.
Daddy!
Hey, Father!
Hey. What? You stupid!
Well now.
I see.
Oh, I see.
Wait, so literally it was just luck.
Hey!
That's not a good twist.
What's wrong?
Yes.
So,
That's right.
Kiratunja, what's your motive?
back by popular demand, it's time for the motive video! Who's the most important person in your life? And now, without further ado, Kirumi Tojo, the ultimate maid. With clients in politics and finance, this elite maid is renowned for completing any request. One fateful day, she was suddenly summoned by one of her most influential clients, the Prime Minister. The Prime Minister had a request of utmost importance. He requested that she use her talent as the ultimate maid to serve her country. He asked Kirumi to make this country great again and transferred all his authority to her.
Uh-oh.
No one suspected that the Prime Minister's new
Excuse
secretary
me?
was secretly
What?
running the country. And over time, she became the de
She's the
facto
Prime Minister?
Only Kirumi could save the country from impending doom. Yes, the future of the country rests entirely on her capable shoulders.
What the
But
fuck?
Kirumi is up to the task, for she only accepts requests that only she can fulfill. She is driven by the belief that her citizens are the most important people in her life. Oh, and while we're on the subject of those important people, an unfortunate event will soon befall those vermin and sheeple. What event, you ask? It's a secret. Find out for yourself.
So her thing was literally, hey, you're the Prime Minister, and Japan is about to like undergo disaster.
What?
That I gotta admit, I did not see that coming.
Yes.
Wait!
But she didn't remember. She didn't remember she was the Prime Minister until she saw the video. I have some very sneaking suspicions about this whole memory loss
I do
thing.
not agree.
I don't think it's like how it was in Danganronpa 1. I think there's some tomfuckery about.
This is my selfless devotion. I was called upon to lift the country out of a dire situation. I swore to serve and help all its citizens.
Also, I love the fucking Prime Minister of Japan was just like, hey, Miss Maid, who's really good at like being a maid and cleaning like buildings and stuff, run the country, fix the country.
As the ultimate maid, I have advised politicians many times in the past, but he wanted me to prioritize saving the country from an unprecedented crisis. I fully accepted this request. As a maid, it is a great honor to serve the nation itself.
What did I do?
I see.
Huh?
You really don't get it.
How rude!
I see.
Incredible. But
Actually,
I do not know.
That's...
That is correct.
Huh?
I do not know. This is my selfless devotion. My apologies.
If so...
But
I don't like that. Why?
Wait!
Always messing around.
Bears do not lie.
Bears do not lie.
Hey,
Huh? 100%.
What are you trying to pull?
cuz. Shing!
Shut up!
Oh? Dang it!
Oh, I see.
That is.
Huh? Weird!
I do not agree. Do you agree?
Huh?
That is. That is correct.
Got it. You're...
And then, he turned his back toward me. At that moment, my determination solidified. A person like him would have noticed my bloodthirst emanating. He already knew. He forfeited his life right then and there. That is correct.
Then...
But
Ryoma, too cool to live.
What?
because...
What are you talking about?
Wait! Huh?
Well, you know...
I told you. Why? What?
Yeah. But
Hey,
no. Jeez. In other words, please.
that's true.
Well, you know...
Hey!
Ah!
Huh?
okie dokie.
All right! Who's the most important? This message is for Ryoma Hoshi, the ultimate tennis pro. Unfortunately, there is no one in the world who is important to you. I'm so sorry. Really, I am. You have my deepest sympathies.
That sucks.
Sorry.
Damn, son. On the other hand, it means that he would never be the murderer.
I see.
It can't be.
Damn.
But because
Yes. For everyone. My apology.
You need something?
Hey!
Huh?
Gonta...
Unfortunately.
jeez.
Huh?
Oh, man.
Shuichi!
Huh?
Hey! All right!
All I'm saying is that Kaito must do something really awful later for you to hate him, Lodi.
Listen up. I mean, don't worry about it. Of course!
Jeez. But so divine.
End up disagreeing. Okay. We'll see.
But... Because...
Huh?
But...
Huh?
You mean?
Really?
Cut it out.
That is correct. You must live.
Huh?
I see.
You must live. I will survive!
Well, this isn't gonna go well.
I have to escape. I won't die here.
Damn it!
Please run!
Hurry!
Damn.
Hey, please!
I will live. I refuse to die in a hellhole like this.
Now then, I've prepared a special punishment for Kirumi Tojo, the ultimate maid.
For my nation. For my people.
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
I will not die!
Well, this is gonna be bad, isn't it? But the animation of the Monokuma chasing her. Oh, hey, it goes back to her having the little spider web on her dress. Jeez. And she's gonna get to the top and it's gonna be like nothing. Or it's just gonna, yeah, like, they're just yanking her chain. Yeah, wow. Yep, I knew that was gonna happen. The executions in this game have been pretty brutal so far, huh? Like, not just brutal, but also just, like, really, like, damn. Because, like, I don't know, both people that have died so far, it's just good, like, you just felt really bad for them.
Really? Well,
It's okay. It's fine.
eh?
Let's get along. We are all friends. I will not forget. Wonderful.
Monodam is just taken over.
That's nice. They're so How horrible!
Stop it!
I don't like that.
I'll protect you.
Come on, come on! Cause Atua says so.
I see, yes.
That's true.
Okay.
Hey, hey!
Of course.
However... That's...
Huh?
I see.
All right, the flashback light.
Okay.
I totally forgot that was the thing that came up.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh dear.
that's so mean. It's a lie. Because...
You're right.
That's right.
For now,
You're right.
Why, you! I won't forgive you!
It'll be okay.
What's wrong?
but
About the buff Monokuma statue. Yeah, we have to access it every time we go to the trial.
Why?
Hey, so...
okay.
Hey!
Huh?
What is it?
You get it?
Huh?
Again, I'm wondering what Maki's deal is. I'm thinking she's probably like a Jack the Ripper kind of character.
Well, you know.
Huh?
Which means...
Hold on!
Good for you, Maki. It's even playing the heroic music when she grabs him is the thing.
You know, this is an interesting turn of events. But would you really kill me in front of everyone?
Hey, Maki, what the hell's going on?
Yeah, you can probably snap my neck like a twig right now, but that's not your style. You would rather kill from the shadows. Right, Miss Ultimate Assassin?
Okay, so maybe she's not like a Jack the Ripper character. She's just a killer. But again, even if they set that up, it's not like it's necessarily even going to go anywhere. They could be like, Maki's the ultimate assassin, and she's the victim next case. I'll still never forget like how Taka had his whole character development thing, and he went Super Saiyan, and then he immediately died. Just immediately. It was the biggest red herring. Wait till you see her lab. I'm sure it's going to look great. Okay, we are going to call it there for today, though. Ooh, boy. Second class trial done. Second murderer found. And it was one of our BFFs. It's always one of our BFFs. We never have people that make it all the way in. All right, we're going to take Kurumi off the list. We're going to add Maki instead. We'll see what happens. I'm gonna go ahead and add her. I was thinking about the whole time, and I'm just like, well, I wonder if Kurumi, we take her off the list because she dies since she's the murderer. Do we just leave the BFF list and have it slowly dwindle, or do we just replace people? So, we'll see. We're gonna replace her with Maki though. Okay. Well, thank you guys for watching. I hope you have a good rest of your evening. We'll hopefully be back next weekend, but we'll see. Though eventually there won't be 5 people left. There will be, though. There's always at least 5 people left. They just might not be people I want to hang out with. But anyway. All right, that's going to be it. So see y'all next time. Bye bye.